Hey, what's good, people? Whether it's everybody at work, in between class, while you working out, or sitting on your ass, I want to welcome you to the CharlieGtv Podcast. It is August 12th, and we have a hell of a show lineup here for you today. I want to welcome everybody on YouTube. Remember to like and subscribe. You know your homie doing his best to come out every week, dropping clips every day this year. I ain't missed a day yet, baby. Now, we're talking about so much here. We're going to talk about a little bit about Belle Isle, a little bit about Michigan, and a little bit about the bars and things, and all sorts of topics, modern dating and things. And you know, Charles has a few headlines as always. But before I get into all of that, I have to introduce the lovely guest that we have on here this evening.
Thank you.
She's a Detroit native, a fashionista, a timeless beauty, an experienced mixologist and star tender that creates a vibe. I give you the authentic, the Queen Tianna.
Oh, yes. Thank you. Hey, y'all.
Welcome. Welcome
I love
to the show.
that. Thank you. That was, you nailed it. You nailed it.
No problem. Thank you for coming to the show.
Anytime.
So we start every show with what I call the watch this week. And now it could be a TV show, a movie, or I don't know, an anime. It could even be like an Instagram comedian that you like. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Or it could be story time when something really crazy happened. But but what are you watching, or what came across your consciousness this week that you want to relate to the people?
Well, ladies, you need to watch Sisters, okay? Especially if you're a sister. Nothing against my ladies. All of us can watch it, but this show is so good, and somebody died this week. You need to watch that.
Sisters? Well, what network is it on?
It's on BET, but
BET.
I don't watch TV. So I watch Philo, which is an app that allows you, I don't even know if that's how you say it.
Yeah.
PHILO.
But it worked.
You can watch the exclusives.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sisters. So check out Sisters. You know what I mean?
Oh, it's so good.
It's dope. It's probably
Zach and Satima, the characters on the show are I love their relationship. So dope. So much loyalty.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Yes.
Shout out Sisters. You know what I mean? My recommendation is I'm gonna go with Jordan Peterson. He's like this philosopher. He's like this online professor from Toronto.
Mm-hmm.
He had an interview recently with Elon Musk. You know what I mean? And
Okay.
he touched on a lot of interesting topics. And he was also on Joe Rogan in the last couple of weeks. You know what I'm saying? So he's promoting this book, and the ideas in it are very interesting. It's breaking down a lot of spiritual things, and it's entitled "We Who Wrestle with God." You know what I mean? So it's
Wrestle with God.
Yeah.
That's not smart.
Yeah, but what he's talking about is how people that try to apply godly principles to modern day scenarios and things like that. So he's like trying to give modern context to the person trying to be a Christian in 2024 because the waters are a little muddy. He feels like, and there's a lot of
muddy.
Yeah, so
That's an understatement.
there's a lot of division within just the Christians about how they should tackle certain communities and certain things. You know what I mean? So
And it is tough.
yeah, it's a tough topic to get on. So I respect him for rolling up his sleeves and diving.
Okay, I love the topic of God, though.
Yeah.
Listen, I do me. I live my life. But God, nothing I do, I could do without that. So
You need him. You need him in your life.
he
you know
is
what I mean?
the Father. Don't you ever forget. And he is not nice. You don't want to play with him.
No, you don't want to play with him. You
He is
know what I
not
mean?
nice at all.
So I recommend the interview with him and Elon Musk. A very good interview. But yeah. So,
Okay.
I wanted to ask you about the block parties in Detroit because there was a recent what they're calling a mass shooting where 21 people were shot. You know what I mean? And
Yeah, I heard about that.
there was some other block party as well, and I think there was actually an event where the police actually fired shots in an attempt to shut down a block party recently. You know what I mean? In Detroit, you know what I mean? So I wanted to ask, how much were block parties a part of you growing up, or what's your opinion on them? How you feel about them?
I haven't been to a block party in a decade.
I'm about to say, you know, say never, but
I had the last block party that I went to. It was zero drama. The block was, I'm talking about 2 blocks of just people. So I'm, a lot of times people don't shine that on our people. They're like, oh, it's a shootout. It's that.
Yeah.
The last time I went to a block party, there was no drama. It was a couple of tensions because you know how females are. It was a little whatever, but nothing crazy happened. Nobody had fights. Now, speaking on what happened recently, that's crazy because 3 people died.
Yeah.
3 people died, and one girl, she was real popular. I don't know her name, but she wasn't real popular, but she was like on the internet. Everybody was like, oh, this person.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? My view on that is know when to take your ass home.
Yeah, man.
You see the temperatures rising, get the hell out of there. If you see come on now. Am I limited to on the words I can say?
You can say whatever you like.
If you see niggas arguing,
It's getting loud
you need to make your
over there.
exit.
Yeah.
Because niggas like to shoot, and when they mad, they don't care where they shooting. And that's just anybody. It ain't just. And when I say niggas, I'm talking about men. I ain't talking about black or white.
Yeah.
Niggas.
Men. You being violent.
They don't care who around when they get to shooting. Get out of here. I have a daughter.
My advice also that I was given, and that makes sense, and because they was talking about what he was saying was in that scenario, what he would have done, because people are shooting and you're at a party. He thinks that the best thing to do is to actually get down, get low, and hide at the moment. You know what I mean? Because he feels like a lot of those people got shot because they were running across whoever. Because in his mind, he's like, all right, a dude got mad. He's going to shoot this person. He's trying to shoot this person, right? So you running and getting in the way. The only way with ducking and hiding doesn't work is if you're the person he's trying to shoot. Because because then he's just gonna walk down and gonna get you. But if you're not the person you're trying to shoot, then you're just gonna be out the way. And when he's done doing whatever he could do, he's obviously gonna run away or whatever the hell. You know what I mean? So as opposed to you trying to run for your car and run across and possibly run across the crosshairs of where he might be trying to shoot.
Right, but in that situation, trust me when I tell you, because I done been in a lot of crazy situations.
I've always ran. But
get the hell out of
I've always ran.
Don't be on the flow, none of shit. Get the hell out of here.
I've always ran, though.
Because, running can be dangerous, but your dumb ass need to be paying attention where you running.
Yeah.
You know, when people get scared, they don't really care. They be ran into a fucking tree.
That'd be another thing he said, too.
Know where you're going.
When you get down, it makes it easier to identify the shooter. Because that's another thing, too. If you running, but you don't necessarily know where the shooter
now what
is.
you just said is perfect.
So maybe
now we know who's shooting because everybody is. Now we see him running around
Exactly.
acting crazy. When everybody running crazy, we don't know who's
We don't
shooting,
know
where
who's
it's coming.
shooting.
That's a good one.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So, at least identify the shooter and maybe have an idea where he's shooting at, so that when you do make your decide to run, you know what I mean? You're not running at him or in his direction.
But everybody be scared about
that'd be the thing.
Getting low right now. It's like, dang, he gonna run up and shoot me? You know, because
But
sometimes people like to shoot the.
After me.
Nah, sometimes they like to shoot the witnesses. Get the hell out of there.
Well, if you at a block party, you can't shoot everybody, dog.
Like they say in the hood, y'all, no loose ends. Somebody hear me. You got to get the hell out of there. You don't want to be no loose ends. I'm trying to be the good roots.
I hear you. What you call it? Yeah, and they also apparently there's like I've never been there because I've only been there so long, but apparently there's a beach on Belle Isle. You know what I mean?
It is. And, you saw it, you ain't know.
Yeah, nah. But I seen a story that they shutting it down at least for a little while.
What happened?
High bacteria levels.
Oh, they just now get out of here. Y'all literally just that shit been bad forever.
Little E. coli and some things.
When our mothers was kids with their parents, the water was shitty. So don't start.
Somebody told me that they let the dogs and the pets go in there as well, in the beach water. So that's why they weren't.
They want to blame it on animals?
Yeah, they blame it on the animals.
Not the dead bodies. Let's blame it on animals. Okay, got it. Okay.
That's funny as.
Okay.
Yeah, not the funny.
Let's blame the animals.
Yeah, for sure. Not 20% of the east side over there.
Right. Let's not blame the dirty people.
Yeah.
The dirty feet, the dirty everything. We'll blame the animals.
That's funny. But yeah, have you ever been to the beach? What's your opinion on that beach? That beach?
I have been to Belle Isle Beach. When I was a child, we went a few times. The last time I went, I didn't get in the water. I was on a boat, and they pulled up to it. I thought that was cool as fuck because we pulled up from the other side. Usually, you come on the shore, walk on the sand. No, we was on the boat. They pulled up to the beach from that side.
That's dope.
And we jumped out a little bit. You know what I mean? I didn't stay in there for long, but we jumped out. That was dope as fuck. So.
Yeah, how you pull up on a boat? To
yeah,
the beach.
and it was good
dope.
vibes. I saw balls bouncing around. People, kids running around. Everybody was happy. That was good vibes. I had a good time at Belle Isle when I went last.
The last time I went to Belle Isle, I think I've only been one time. But I was barbecuing out there, and we was like, it was like a little birthday party I was at. You know what I mean? We was out there vibing. It was a good time. You know what I mean?
Yep. Cheers.
Cheers. You know what I mean?
Yes, it is horrible though.
Yeah, but yeah, go take
the water is dirty.
Take a shower after you go to the beach.
Every time, even if it's clean, because
but we do that all the time. Yeah, even in Jamaica, they got the showers at right by the beach. You know what I'm saying?
I got better advice, y'all. Take a shower after everything.
Yeah, dirty motherfucker.
Thank you. I wasn't gonna say all that, but
yeah.
Please.
So, what was it like for you growing up? Did you have a lot of brothers and sisters? And how were your parents?
Okay, growing up, first of all, I grew up in the hood. I grew up on Plymouth and Greenfield area.
Okay.
Went to Cody High School, Brooks Middle School, all those type. They got new names now, but if you're a real one, you know about it. I grew up with my mother. She was a single parent for the most part. I didn't have a father. My father died when I was 3.
Damn, sorry to hear
So,
that.
thank you. But, and that's really how I grew up. I didn't have it all at all. I was one of those people who I got teased by certain people, but I always been tough, so it was just funny to me. I never was like, oh God, they're talking about me, mommy. I didn't give a fuck. I was talking about his ass too.
So you got it and you dished it out. You know what I
mean? Yeah.
mean?
Oh, my shoes busted, and so is your face.
Yeah.
You just gotta. I grew up with people who always teased me, and my best friend. I grew up with her family. Mm-hmm. Shout out to her. She know who she is. I grew up with her family, and they roasted my ass every chance they got. They roasted my ass every chance they got.
Terrible people.
I got called flat chested so many motherfucking times.
Wow, they can't say that now.
I went to school like, nigga, tell me something I ain't heard, please.
Oh my God.
Like, they know what it was like growing up in that household. We was roasting all day. My brother still, it's just her brother. I got my brother and I got her brother. That's my brother too.
Yeah.
He still roasting niggas every time he see me. He still roasting niggas every time.
Oh my God. I had to bring you back down to earth.
He roasting niggas every time. I love it. We love it. It's a vibe to us. Even if you get me good, we got that type of relationship where that shit is hilarious.
Yeah,
we love it.
I got that. That was a big thing in the Jamaican household as well. Growing up, my grandmother would make jokes all the time. My mother would make jokes, coming at us. I
love that. So that's how you become you.
But you got to tough.
Yes,
you know what I mean.
But all in all, I was a tomboy growing up. A lot of people look at me, they don't understand it. They're like, whatever they thinking. You got to get to know people.
Yeah.
I'm old tomboy inside of here. Like, I was wearing bigger clothes. I was into sports. I can shoot a nice 3-pointer. I was playing football with my brother. My brother taught me how to do the football. Like, I was racing niggas. Like, I was winning. I was beating niggas up. I was, you know what I mean? People see me now and they're like, oh, she is, bitch, you don't know me.
You was playing.
I'm rough.
So what was your sport you like to play?
Basketball.
Basketball.
I love shooting basketball. Basketball was so fun for me. I loved basketball. I was good at it. Still good at it.
You're a good shooter?
Yeah, I still can shoot right now.
Shoot?
Like,
I ain't gonna lie. I have lost a game at Dave & Buster's to a woman one time, and it hurt my pride.
Shout out to her.
It hurt my pride. I wanted to rematch it, but I could tell she was on the street. She was too hot that day. I don't know how. She got in the zone that day. I don't know. She was just draining them. I was like, something.
You know what? I had that in pool before.
Give me a couple drinks. Let me try.
Yeah,
again.
Sometimes you got your night. Sometimes it's your night.
Yeah.
It was her night.
She
was in the zone like, ooh.
Yeah.
I already know. Yes. It's be like that. I did that with pool one night. I'm playing and man, they just kept going in.
Damn.
My man's was looking bold.
You was just lining
He
up,
thought I was gonna be weak.
Yeah.
I started off slow, and I just couldn't stop winning.
That's
that 8-ball was there. He was about to shit on himself. Because he knew niggas watching. They like, oh, she killing it. They wasn't on him, but they was like, oh, she is on your ass tonight.
Yeah.
I beat his ass.
Damn.
I beat him, y'all.
Damn.
Bop.
I used to love pool, man. I played that when I was with my dad, visiting him in the Cayman Islands a couple times. I used to have pool setups there. I fuck with pool heavy, you know what I'm saying?
I don't shoot pool.
Yeah.
Not like that. I love to play games.
The last game I played.
No, I don't. Sorry. No, I don't.
Come on.
I don't play games no more.
You don't, but you probably would.
I will. It just depends on the vibes.
Yeah.
I gotta feel like playing with you.
Get a little bass. Nah, it's funny. Nah, what you call it? The last game I played, really, my job actually had like a little cornhole competition at the job.
Cornhole.
Yeah, you ever played cornhole?
That sounds like something I would call a bitch. Cornhole.
That's basically.
So I'm like,
asshole,
what is it?
Yeah, it's a white people game. So there'd be like a little board on the floor, and they had like a little hacky sack thing, and they like throw it roughly
Okay.
like 27.
Yeah, I don't know
feet.
anything about that. That's crazy. Okay.
Yeah. It's a fun game that the white people
Okay.
were playing. You know what I mean? They had it at the game. I low key was killing it.
Did you see that game that white people play for real though with the little horse? Funniest shit you ever saw. Throw that clip on here. They be racing with the fake horse.
Racing with the fake horse.
Stupidest shit you ever
That's
saw in your
the
life.
dumbest shit.
Sorry, y'all. That shit dumb.
Can y'all
Baby.
just run, please? Why?
Can y'all just go on?
Yeah.
They look so stupid and they so serious. They just on a fake horse and they're like, I'm gonna win this. Look that shit up tonight. It's so horrible.
Oh my god.
Dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life.
Oh.
Had me. I'd laugh for an hour about that shit when I see that.
I'm gonna pull it up and I'm gonna definitely pull it up on the screen because
I'm so serious. That shit's crazy.
It sounds crazy.
It's
you know what I mean?
nuts.
So what you said you was a tomboy. So like I was gonna ask who were you in high school? So you was a tomboy.
I was quiet.
You was quiet.
I was that quiet person. I know, ain't that crazy? But that's how it is.
It takes time.
You're quiet and you start opening up. I was quiet, but I had popular friends. Shout out to them. They helped me be more involved, more active. I was funny though, at the same time, and that's why they liked me. They're like, y'all don't know her because I'm quiet, but I wasn't the type of person that just open up to you. I've always been a real nigga, I don't open up to everybody. I'm quiet for a while, but once you get to know me, now I'm different because I'm grown. Come on, naturally.
You're more
I'm a grown
confident.
woman.
Yeah.
Oh, exactly. They opened me up. They were popular. A lot of my girls were on the cheer team. Some of them were just funny as fuck and best dressed and popular and loud and crazy. And yeah, some of them were just, they all was just popular in their own way.
Yeah.
And they made me popular because they was popular. I was quiet, but I was with them. And they like, they didn't, they know me because they know I don't fuck with everybody, but I fuck with them.
Yeah.
So that's how I was. I was a tomboy, and I got called a lesbian several times. Shout out to y'all.
A lesbian? That's
because
crazy.
of how I dress. When I get into it with a female, they be like, "Oh, you, back then, getting called that was crazy."
Never got no lesbian vibes.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you even like girls at all?
I don't like girls. I like a man. I like the way a man smell. I don't like soft shit. I want to be the soft one.
Yeah.
I need a man to be tough. I need that masculinity. You know what I mean? A woman ain't going to be able to hold me the way I want to be held. You know what I mean? That probably feel good. A woman, I never been held by a woman, but I know it feel good because they soft. But at the same time, that ain't what I want, though. I want my man to have a couple calluses.
Yeah.
I want to know my man was working. Yeah. That gets me up. You know what I mean? That gets me going, a working, hard working man. You know what I mean? Y'all listening? I like a hustler, somebody that, you can tell by I want my hands to look good. I want your hands to look like you did some work. Your nails better not be dirty though.
Yeah.
Your nails dirty, don't talk to me. Don't talk to me.
That's my number one. I've struggled with the nails, but I got to work on that. One thing I want to try, I haven't tried yet. I heard there's this nail polish that's clear, whatever. You don't even know it's there, but it makes your nails taste horrible. You know what I mean?
That's how I feel about all polish.
It stop you from messing with it or you know what I mean. So I might still try that.
The nail biter, horrible.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to my brother.
I've stopped smoking weed before. I've stopped everything else that I've stopped drinking before.
I've been there.
Nothing else, but these nails, dog.
I know it's hard, especially with all the pressure in life. That's why you bite your nails.
Yeah,
I gotta do this. I gotta worry about this. Now she's mad. He's mad. It's always something. So I get it. I used to bite my nails when I was coming up as well. When I did.
But y'all could cheat. Y'all could cheat with the nails. Y'all could cheat. We can't cheat. There's no. Nah, we gotta.
Have them clean. I told this guy. I said I don't care if you work on cars. Get that oil out your fucking nails. I can't do that.
Yeah, you can't have grime in your nails.
No, I don't play like that. I need my man to be clean and get dirty though.
You funny. It's always both. It's so funny.
Give me the best of both worlds, okay? Please.
They want the term that another guy used for it, and I shout him out for it. I forgot his name though, but. Yeah, he says grass-eating lions. That's what he put it.
Grass-eating lions?
Grass-eating lions.
Oh, grass-eating lions.
Yeah.
Ooh, that sound weak as hell.
But that's...
You a cow? That sound crazy.
So, you be wanting this rugged guy to still be, not that.
Oh,
rugged.
I
You know
get
what
it.
I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
you're right.
You want, you know what I mean? You want him to be a beast, but not be a beast. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
We want the nigga who pants hitting his ankles to get us flowers.
You want him to not care, but you want him to care. Like,
Yeah, we want.
like,
We want the best of both
God.
worlds. That's all. Just like y'all want the best of both worlds. Y'all want to, lady in the streets freaking the sheets. Am I lying?
Yeah, but I feel like guys got to understand that, like, like there's like a crazy to hot ratio, and then there's like a freaky to crazy ratio. You know what I'm saying?
That crazy.
So there's like a mix of, you know what I mean? So she might be really hot, but because of that, she might be a little crazy because she knows that the world will tolerate a certain amount of crazy for her because of how hot she is. You know what I mean? So
You're true. That's right. And you're right. Absolutely.
So that's why. That's the reason why. You know what I mean?
Like you want to be seen with that nice ugly bitch, or
Yeah.
you want to be seen?
Yeah, and then guys be like,
Sorry, y'all. Shout out to y'all too.
Because guys, when they talking to the fellas, you know what I'm saying? They be like, yo, she's stressing me out. And they be like, dog, what you do with it? They be like, he be like, yeah, but look at her.
Exactly. And they be like, all right,
They
you
be like,
good. You good.
I understand, bro. I understand, but you got to get on page. You got to get on the same
Yeah,
page.
you
but,
still, right.
But I
That's not no
understand,
excuse.
dog. But guys be like, but most guys will be like, yeah, I feel you, dog. You gonna have to, you know what I'm saying?
Go get it what you need, boy.
Be like
Go
that,
get it what you
man.
need, boy.
Gotta make it happen for real. What you call it? So, who are some people that you might have looked up to, maybe as a kid or maybe now?
Oh, that's
like some
easy.
role models
That's
type?
easy. I got a few women who really made me who I am today. I'll start with my mother, who a lot of people, they don't know her heart. They don't know how she get down. That woman is a hustler. She's great. My mother is somebody that she always held her own. I don't care what you say about my mama, because my mama was 20 when she had me.
Wow.
So she was still a 20-year-old woman.
Yeah.
But that lady went hard. She hustled, and she did what was best at the time given. I love her. Okay, and then secondly, I would say my godmother. Her name is Kelly. Kelly is, okay, thank you. Kelly is, I got so many ways like her. My godmother, number two. A lot of things I got from her. So many things. So many professional ways that I have. Mm-hmm. Some in the ways that I speak to people, how I treat people, how I live my daily life.
You say your grandmother?
My godmother.
Your godmother, okay.
My regimen, how I just do so many things my godmother taught me. I love her. Next, I would have to say my auntie, my mother's baby sister. Always looked up to her. She was fly as hell, well-spoken, pretty as hell. Everything women get done, she already got it. You know what I mean? You know, lipstick. The lipstick I got on, she the first person that put lipstick on me.
Yeah.
I was a tomboy. She wanted me to girly up. She's like, here, try this on. I was like, no. And she was like, here, put this lipstick on. And I looked at myself, and I'll never forget that day. That the first time she let me put on some lipstick, she made me. I didn't want to. She forced me. And I put it on, and I was like, oh, my God.
It's good.
Who is this?
It's good. Yeah.
I was like, my life changed. I was like, oh, God, I want to wear. I didn't wear lipstick after that for another 2 years. But I saw myself, and I was like, I like her.
Yeah.
Whoever that is, I like her.
Yeah.
Right? Of course, I have my grandmothers. Of course them. But my best friend, one of my best friends, her mother means a lot to me. Mm-hmm. Her name is Nadine. She mean a lot to me. She raised me. You know, she taught me a lot of important shit about life. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It goes far, so she even party trained me.
Wow. So she was there from the
Nadine always, like, she definitely got a lot to do with my life and my upbringing. I just hope I ain't forget nobody.
No, but I love that. I love that.
But those women I
named,
named,
a lot of family and close people. I really respect that. That's a good community of
Absolutely.
women around you, good role models. I love that. I love that people closer to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah.
Those are some of the women who made me who I am.
I respect the hell out of that. I can't name all the people because I'm not, but I will give a shout out to my uncle. My Uncle LB, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Shout out Victor, my Uncle LB.
Oh, Uncle always got you. Uncle got you.
Yeah. He's 6 years older than me. He's really like an older brother to me for real.
Okay.
And, he taught me strength at a young age because I'll never forget one day I was like 11, 12. I was like a little Pillsbury Doughboy, just soft, just like no muscle, just.
Okay.
And then one day we was
needed some structure.
We was playing video games one day, and then for some reason he just said, "Hey, do a push up." You know what I mean?
Because he was like,
and
you know what?
He did, and I got down, and I was like, all right. I got down, and I couldn't do one push up, and he was like,
tired.
He was like, that's crazy. He had like a couple dumbbells, so like for the next week or something, he had me. We would play video games, but I was sitting next to him. I'd be sitting there doing the dumbbells.
He changed your life.
You know what I mean? Until I was able to do, and I was finally able to do like 5-10 push-ups, and he was like, listen, man, don't ever let yourself not be able to do some push-ups, man. You got to keep strength. So he taught me strength in my body at a young age.
Ooh, I love that.
And
shout out to him. I love that.
Being strong feels good. You know what I mean? I later in life learned this from some white lady that was some doctor, but she was saying how
some white lady.
Yeah, your muscles create hormones in your body when you flex them, right? And the bigger the muscles are, the more the hormones create. And these hormones act like antidepressants in your bloodstream. You know what I mean? So, sort of like body, mind, and spirit. This time we're like, so I say that to say being strong feels good. You know, being able to flex your muscles and feel strong, like really, it does make you feel.
And see,
good.
When I was younger, I could do a lot of push-ups. I was very athletic.
Yeah,
I could run fast. Boys used to always want to race me. They're like, I'm gonna beat this bitch. Are you serious? I used to be like, come on, little boy, let's go. Like how I'm talking to you right now. Now, one thing about me is I've always been me. This is how I've always talked. I got diaries to prove it. In 95, I read it, and was still saying shit I say as a grown woman. I was like, oh, God. When I was 12, I was already this. This is me. Yeah. You know? But, yeah, I used to race boys and fuck them up. I ain't never lost to a race when I was a child. I ain't lose not one time the whole time. Never.
Oh, man.
Every time I run, you were back there. Call me Sha'Carri, baby.
Oh my God,
Sha'Carri Richard. Hey, baby, I'm watching you.
You know, racing is something that I love doing. When I used to have coworkers at Lowe's, I raced like 2 or 3 of them. Mm-hmm. I've raced 1 or 2 guys at my factory that I've had.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I've had some almost challenging races. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty fast. I'm faster than I look. But what I always tell people is that I'm Jamaican. You gotta know.
And I'm rougher than I look.
Yeah, because you look pretty, but then you get rugged. You get rugged. You know what I mean?
And I'll have a ball with it. I'll have fun with it.
Crazy.
I have fun with doubt. Like, oh, you doubting me? Okay, cool. That's really gonna be fun.
What about your upbringing do you feel like impacted maybe your career choices? Like, what drove you? Do you feel like towards the hospitality bartending industry?
To be real with you, it wasn't a passion at first. At first, it was just an opportunity. I was 16 when I started in the industry, and it was just an opportunity. I just wanted to work. I wanted more clothes. I wanted better clothes, and I was like, I need a job, you know. Mm-hmm. And I was about to graduate. I'm like, I need money. I want to do stuff. I'm not about to be I got to be a cold ass senior out here, you know. So it started with just the opportunity. We had a teacher there who gave us all a job at Ponderosa at the time. Shout out to Ponderosa. My team still fuck with me too. That's how tight. See how tight I be with y'all. Mm-hmm. I'm still tight with people from Ponderosa. Like when I was 16, I still could hit them up and we can still, if I want to, you know.
Yeah.
But that was my first job, and we had a great time. And then it just turned into years and years later. It turned into me that energy. When I make somebody happy, I realized how it transfers to me. Mm-hmm. How happy you are, I realized how happy it makes me. And that's how I started having a passion for the restaurant industry, being a bartender.
So you enjoyed making people happy.
I love it. I'm already making you drinks, but my personality and who I am with you, how happy they get, it makes me happy, and it's so crazy. I don't know who feels like that, but me, it just makes me so happy when I see a person smile after I've done so much for you and I've made sure you didn't have to worry about anything. It makes me happy, and that's the energy I need. I don't need negative energy. I always tell my guests, if you mad, I'm gonna be mad.
Yeah.
I need you happy.
Yeah.
You know?
Trying to make you happy, yeah.
And that's just it.
Be happy, yeah.
Because I have a job to do. A lot of people, you know, you got to put your pride aside when you have a job to do. You got to do what your job entails.
Yeah.
Get it done.
Get it done.
People always tell me I'm the type of person to get it done. And I'm like, facts. I am.
You got to get it done. I respect that. You know what I mean? So you enjoy. So at first it was opportunity, and then it was the vibe. You enjoyed the emotional transfer between you and the customers and creating that vibe.
It's something I didn't know that I would love. I just, like I said, it was opportunity, but then I realized even me being okay with that opportunity was something there I just didn't know was there. That I was even willing to work with the public. You know what I mean? I was a quiet person at one time, like I told you.
So then that put you in the more so you're probably way more social now.
That's how it happened. I was already getting there when I even did that. Yeah.
And then that just threw you over the edge.
Yeah, I had when I first started at Ponderosa and stuff like that, I didn't have relationships with the guests. I wasn't that person yet. Even I went to Starters. A lot of people say what they say, but Starters is very important in my history of this business. I've only been to
one Starters one time. I think it was. I'm pretty sure it was the one in the hood too. It was a hood Starters, you know what I mean? But
that's the one. That's the one. That food slaps.
It was good.
That's the original.
It was good. I think I had like some shrimp from there.
Shout out to Bob.
Yeah,
you know I love you. He knows I love him. He knows that.
Yeah, I was in the trenches. You know what I'm saying? That one with the big ass parking lot. It's like a double parking lot. I don't know why the parking lot.
Yeah, because it be because people like to chill outside.
There's so much shit going on.
Right,
yeah,
that car wash never been open.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. It's just this big ass like it looks like 4 parking lots all next to each other for some reason. Some shit I never, and it's packed. A whole bunch of people there. A whole bunch of cars, and then just like Starters, and then like one other place.
Starters is a whole culture.
Yeah, and there's like way more cars than any establishment on that block can hold. So it was a crazy block.
That's how I got tough too. How I got like in the industry, like tougher, more firm skin was Starters.
Yeah,
you know. They definitely made a G out of me.
I will say that. I'll say that too. Like
they did it.
I was tough coming out of Brooklyn. Brooklyn kicked my ass enough. I had to do a lot of fights.
Oh, I know you loved, but New York,
I did a lot of fights.
Oh,
you know
my
God. I went through a lot of fights in Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but you know them people crazy.
Yeah. But I had to learn, and I learned how to. You know,
they want to be Chad. They don't want to shoot. They'll get to that point, but in New York, they want to be Chad.
Mad fights, man.
They want to choke your ass out.
Yeah. What
they call it, jelly you.
I had a guy almost stab me one time. You know what I mean?
I've been there too, bitch. But stabbed me before too.
But luckily, I made it out of there. You know what I'm saying? But
security saved me.
I'd have been jumped. He just didn't do it. Like it was crazy, bro. He dead ass poked me with it. Like
that was close. Yeah, she showed me, and she told me, she was like, "I just want to slice your little pretty face right here," because it was about a man that I didn't know. It was about a whole man that I didn't even fucking know.
Wow.
That walked up to me and said, "I know you from somewhere. Where I know you from?" I was like, "I don't know." And he said something that was funny, and that's when she walked up. She walked up with me laughing. And the first thing she said was, "Who is this bitch?" And I said, "Nice to meet you too, bitch." Like, what the hell?
Mad at you for no reason.
Who is this bitch? I don't even know him or you. That's what I told her. I don't know him or you.
Yeah.
I don't know neither one of you bums. What the fuck is this? Yeah, I got mad. So now I'm talking shit. I don't know neither one of you bums. What the fuck is this? You got this crazy bitch. Which y'all go? Oh, no. She wouldn't let it go. After I said what I said, she didn't even care about him talking to me anymore. Now it's on me. And I'm like, wow, this is crazy. I'm literally chilling.
Yeah.
Here you go. I'm over here playing pool.
Yeah, minding your business.
Playing pool.
Mm-hmm. That's funny as hell.
Yeah, I was like,
wow.
I
wonder if I know some guys use that as a line. You know what I mean? But there's only been like 2 faces, really one face, really 1 or 2 faces where like I saw this person and I swear I knew them already. I swear something they seem.
Me too.
familiar.
We all go through it, but we know.
You know what I mean?
I don't know you, nigga. Like, come on now. Come on now, stop. Stop it.
But you'd be like, nah, I feel like the interview. I feel like I'm supposed to fuck with you.
But he was funny. But he was funny. You know, he was funny though with it. Yeah. You know, he wasn't a lame. I'll say that. He wasn't a lame nigga. He was like funny though.
Yeah.
And that's what happened. She was like, who's this bitch laughing with my nigga?
Yeah.
He forgot you was here? That's another thing I said to piss her off. I'm like, what, he forgot you was here or something?
Wow.
You mad at me?
Wow.
I don't even know you. Wow. Like, that's crazy.
Nah.
Don't do that. Don't play with me.
Nah, she mad.
That's why I don't have no scratches on my face, baby.
Yeah.
I'm Ali in this bitch. I lean back before I hit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, my goodness. So you've gotten into some fights in Detroit?
I've probably been in 3 fights in my whole life.
But that's...
And one of them was not pretty.
I respect that.
Okay.
Because I've met two guys that are like one's 21, one's 18, and they both have never been in a fight in their entire lives.
My daughter never
You know what
have.
I mean, daughters is different. These is two.
Every other girl I know
Men.
in America has had a fight. I don't know
Yeah.
one female that I know personally who has never had a fight. She the only one. Even my goddaughter. Everybody has had a fight.
But I can accept a woman not having a fight.
Shout out to my daughters and my sons.
A man never having been in a fight. So you never been punched in the face, and you never punched nobody in the face.
That is wild.
You never been punched in the face. Do you know how much anxiety that would give me? Like, sure, I've lost a lot of fights, but I've also never been knocked out. I've been hit in the face. I've been kneed in the face. I've been kicked in the head. I've never been knocked out. You know what I mean? So
No, I ain't never been knocked out. I've been punched in my eye. I've been punched in the mouth.
But that gives me a certain amount of confidence.
Yes.
With like, listen, I know I can get hit and keep going.
Matter of fact,
I know I can give hits. You know what I mean? So
yeah. Matter of fact, I'm very mature now, but at a certain point, you have to know that I am one of those people who would wait for a punch. Yeah, because I know your ass gonna lean in. Go ahead, I'm gonna take that one, but after that, I'm tagging that ass, and that is how you do a fight. You got to be willing to take a punch. If you're not willing to take a punch, you ain't willing to have a fight.
Exactly.
And it's just being real, because that's better than shooting.
Yeah.
It's better to take that punch and give one back than to be having a gun out and y'all killing each other. Nobody deserves that.
That's what it's gotten worse and worse, because I remember in Brooklyn I was complaining about fighting all the time, and then I didn't realize how good I had it when it was one-on-ones. When I moved
Detroit, it was murder every day.
When I moved to Queens, they was jumping you in Queens. I was like, damn, at least in Brooklyn I got some one-on-ones. Then they jumping you out here in Queens. And then I was complaining about that. And then I got out to Detroit, and they ain't jumping
And
you.
don't let you beat a nigga ass in Detroit. They coming back.
I'm telling you, dog.
They coming back.
I'll tell you, I always make this joke, man. I'll take 3 angry Brooklyn niggas over 1 angry Detroit nigga. Let me tell you.
Yeah, because we're nuts. We're nuts.
I'll deal with 3 angry Brooklyn niggas. I'll square it up with them niggas, no doubt. You know what I'm saying? Over one.
We quick. We think of shit quick.
Over 1 angry Detroit nigga.
Bop.
Them niggas is going left.
You ever see that
all
one
the way.
girl on you ever see that one girl on Instagram, whatever, where she be cracking up and she be like, "You about to whip my ass, ain't it?"
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
And she laugh like this. And she cracking up. And she like, "You about to whip my ass." And I love her. She's so fucking funny.
She is fucking hilarious.
Like she had got some good dick, y'all.
Yeah, she be like, "I'm about to stalk you, ain't it?"
Yes, you saw it.
I'm about to stalk you.
I'm about to stalk you, ain't it? Hell yeah.
She had me dying. She is funny as fuck.
She funny as hell. I love her.
I fuck with her.
I don't know her name.
I don't remember her name neither, but
I see it,
yeah.
and I love it.
Yeah, she funny as fuck. She funny as hell. You know what I mean? But yeah, what I had to learn about fights, so you didn't get in there. My thing was like, I was too my brain. I was too cerebral about it. Now I was thinking too much. Literally, I was having thoughts while in the fight, right? And what happens with that is you get your ass beat.
Yeah,
right?
you ain't got time to think. If you don't swing and get out of here.
Exactly. So in order to win the fight, I learned that I had to unleash a certain amount of aggression and rage upon the person in order.
You gotta be mad as hell.
In order to win, right? But I had to give myself permission to do that. So the way how I ended up winning fights was I would, because at first I would be confused. I'd be talking doesn't work. None of that works. So what I would do is I would de-escalate. I would do my best to de-escalate. I'd be like, I would give
you should.
I would give you about 2 or 3 chances to get out the fight.
That's me, and that's what's not healthy.
I'm
about to fuck you up.
I'll be like, nah, you got it. Because the reason why I'm doing this is because if you should not take those chances to get out of the fight, you know, and should still keep pushing, I'm like, listen, Lord, I gave him 2 chance to get out of this. They're asking for
you
this.
still in my face.
All right, so what has to happen now has to happen.
Right.
And in order, because I know I have to unleash a circle, because I can't be feeling guilty about, I'm going to hurt them. I'm like, no. They asked for this. You gave him every chance to get up out of this. So now they're about to give him exactly
I
what they're
love
looking
that.
for.
That's
You know what I
exactly
mean?
how
So
I roll.
that's when I started doing that. That's when I won fights. You know what I mean? When I had to give myself permission.
If I say stop fucking talking to me, that's what you need to do.
I had to give myself
You want to
permission
keep on,
yeah.
then that's on you.
Then
If I tell
go.
you that if I'm in a weird mood and you see that already and I didn't fucking already told you, get out my face.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you asking for it, dog. You know
All right.
what I'm saying? So, Yeah.
Don't let no spit fly out your mouth while you're talking. I'm about to slap the shit out you. Don't let no spit fly out. I'm about to slap fire out your ass.
I've never dealt with that. See, that's one of the reasons.
I'm about to leave a burn mark on your fucking cheek.
See, I felt so. That's the reason why. I think, I don't know who ruined it for me. I want to say it was Missy Elliott with that one music video where she was like,
I love Missy.
In your face, over your mouth.
Spit in your face.
And she spit in the nigga mouth from way across the thing.
That was so
I still remember, I was like,
horrible.
I watched that as a kid and I was like.
That spit was thick as hell.
It was terrible. I still remember it to this day. Freaked me out, right? So.
It was this big, and it just floated over there. And went in his mouth.
Yo, and
give you a taste.
Yeah, for real. So that's
hilarious.
That kind of ruined it for me with the spitting. You know what I mean?
I've been on it.
I've never been as far as like some girls like it sexually. I can't I'll do the kissing in there, but I don't necessarily. I don't deal with the spit in that way. You know what I mean? Because I find it.
You said what? Wait, repeat that.
Some girls like it like in a sexual way, like you know. What I mean?
Spit it. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not that.
That's wild. That's wild.
I'm not that guy. You know what I mean? Because the reason why is because I find it very disrespectful. I find it a little too disrespectful. Like I'll never forget. It was back when it was watching Flavor of Love. I think it was Pumpkin spit on somebody. You know what I mean?
She spit on somebody. She ripped that bitch to the floor. Remember, she was like, bitch.
You spit on me?
The fuck? She ripped her to the floor. That's when I actually was watching reality shows. Yeah. Because I was there for it when it started. That's what I love about being my age.
That was
I was there for
Flavor of Love was an era.
Shout out to Delicious.
Yeah, shout out to Delicious.
Shout out to Delicious.
I love Delicious.
I love Delicious too. I really do.
Yeah, I had something about it. Maybe it was a dimple.
I done met her a couple times, and she always down to earth. She a down to earth female. She cool as hell.
That's amazing.
I've met her at least a couple times, and she did a movie called Pawn Shop. And the director, me and him dated.
Wow.
So when it was time to promote the movie, I was with them. She couldn't make it. You know, it was whatever was going on. She couldn't make it. But I went out there into LA with him and promoted the movie.
Wow.
So, I did.
That's dope as hell. Wow. You never 6 degrees of separation.
Yes, y'all. Delicious was in the whole movie. Did she got any more movies? Or was that the only one? What did she? I don't know. I can't remember her being in other movies.
I
know she do the reality.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's been on TV.
Yeah, I still got the DVD at home. Yeah, I said it, kids. Fucking DVD, okay?
Listen, the Flavor Love was going on, but anyway, but yeah, that scene in this, I just remember thinking like, bro, ain't no one ever spit in my face, dog. And I have
never been spit in my face.
I think that like as much as I try to be all calm and intellectual and cool, all that, if that might be my line, nigga. Nah. I can't tolerate that. I could not.
Wait, have I been? I'm having flashbacks about something that happened. You know, because you have fights and stuff. You forget.
Yeah.
I'm having a flashback or something.
I could never imagine that. Like, nah. I would. I don't think I could tell. I don't think I'd have to seriously.
You're off.
Cause you some pain. You gonna cause some.
I'm gonna choke you to death.
You're gonna feel a lot.
You're gonna look like that bitch on O after you spit in my fucking face. You remember that movie O?
Yeah.
He choked that bitch till she wasn't saying shit else. That's gonna be you, bitch. You spit in my face.
Oh my god!
Promise you.
That shit was crazy, but yeah.
444. I've been saying that number all day.
You just hit it. That's crazy. What is some of the biggest challenges you faced while working in the restaurant industry?
That's a good question. Challenges I faced in the restaurant industry is just jealousy. Jealousy. Because I work hard. So a lot of times I got to deal with coming in. I be work there 1 week, and they about to throw me on Friday night because they like, this girl work with the guests so well. They love her. I don't even got to know everything. They're going to be like, put her out there because the guests love her so much. You remember when Selena didn't know Spanish? Have you ever seen that movie?
Yeah, I think I know.
Her daddy was like, hey, well, you going out here? She's like, Daddy, I'm just going out here. Whatever, fuck it. Went out there. They loved her ass. Yeah. They didn't give a fuck what she knew. They loved her, and that's me. They don't care what I got going on. They love my energy. They want to be around me. They going to figure it. Whatever I don't know, they going to figure it out with me. Yeah. They just fuck with me so heavy. Yeah. I love my guests. That's what I'm saying. They make me happy. A lot of people don't have the view I have. Mm-hmm. But my guests, a lot of times, they make me so happy. They make my night. I've even had a horrible day. I'll come in, and I'm forced to be this person when I'm bartending, which is still me, but it's still me. I got to actually be like, I got to smile.
Yeah.
And I need that if I've had a bad day. I need to have to smile.
To have to bring out the
and then they
'cause
compliment me, I compliment them. It's just the energy that I can't replace. That's why I'm in the industry so long.
Sometimes it makes you, because I've heard a psychologist talk about this. It's like your brain chemistry. Like if you're in a bad mood, literally, if you're in a bad mood, and you smile, right? If you smile for long, if you fake smile,
for long enough, you'll end up laughing about something.
Yeah, because your brain is like, your face is smiling. It's making your brain go, why is your face? So it'll change your mood. So like even they say fake it till you make it. You know what I mean?
And guess what? How many of them made it?
Exactly. So you happen to be in
Drake
a job.
said it.
Yep.
Drake. Yeah, Drake.
Drake.
How
did I get for my woman? I get for
Listen,
my kid, Drake.
Y'all can't make me hate Drake. I don't give a fuck.
Hide your kids, hide your what? Now I'm joking.
You not like us. Fuck, I love both of them, but Drake, never. Don't start with me.
Drake was that one.
I fuck with him. He had a summer that was crazy. 2 of them, 3 of them, 4 of them. Stop it.
You can't deny.
Don't hate on that boy. He ran the charts for years. Anyways, that's another topic.
I was always a big fan of Drake. I was listening
to
Drake with freaking.
Gotta listen. He be talking about some shit
come
that
back
you know about.
Back when he was just talking about girls, you know what I mean? His adventures with
Baby, you my everything.
way back when, for real, you know what I mean? But yes, what you call it? My next one for you was so when you behind the bar, you know what I mean, dishing and swishing and making that chicken. What's one of the more making the chicken? What's one of the more popular drinks that you feel like Detroit is or more often than not order?
People love something that's more spirit forward, but they can't taste it. That's the most thing that I get at the bars, that they want to feel something, but they don't want to taste that shit.
And how do you achieve that?
I'm so good at it. I'm a mixologist, baby. I be mixing that shit up. I got too many flavors that go together. I know all the flavors that go together. I know what go together. I know what people like. I know what type of people like what. You know, and sometimes it is about race, ladies and gentlemen. Race being thinking about race ain't always a bad thing. Sometimes you got to know that this type of person likes this. This person likes this. You know, you got to know these type of things about different cultures of people and what they like. That's what makes me great at what I do, is that I know different cultures and I know what people like.
Yeah,
I know how to talk to everybody. Universally, love to talk to me. Like, it don't matter. I don't gotta be their culture. They love me. I'm universal. They love me, just period. Chinese, white, black, they all fuck with me. Arabic, Lebanese, it don't matter. They all fuck with me. They know my language.
To be honest, you are like a little bit racially ambiguous to a degree. You know what I mean? Like, I could see a lot of races seeing themselves in you.
Oh yeah, racist people love me too.
That's because that's part of that.
They're like, I like that black girl.
Yeah.
And I ain't mad about it. You know, everybody got their thing.
Because even back in slavery time, you strike me that you was in the house. You be in the house.
You know I would have been in the house because you know I would have been feeding the babies. You know I would have been taking care of his babies.
She would
if not having them.
Exactly, for real.
I would have been. That's why my last name Cook. Look me up. My great grandma was fine. She was.
Oh my goodness.
She was.
Sure,
my great grandma was the bomb.
Sometimes it's kitchen generation, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they fuck with me too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
For sure. You know what I mean? So let me see what the next one I got.
Because I'm strong, you know. A lot of people recognize my strength when they see me. They don't really want to fucking play with me. They're like, she looks sweet, but she got a little edge to her. I think everybody know that about me, is that I have a sweet face, but when I open my mouth, I think you know not to fuck with me.
Yeah, for sure. You can definitely tell that it's beauty with a blade.
Thank you. I mean? And if you do choose to fuck with me, I think you be knowing that you went too far.
But I feel like, I don't know what this is about. I've heard this several times when they feel like people, the narrative I've heard is that people, like growing up, they pick on pretty girls, so they like try to bully.
Oh, of course, your nose is big.
Because it's
flat
the jealousy.
They hate it. They know what you about to be.
Because they know that you pretty low key, so they're trying to.
And we don't even know. When I was a tomboy, I didn't even know nothing. I knew nothing. Like my story, I love my story because I know what it's like on both ends. I know what it's like to be the tomboy where guys are looking over the tomboy. Because I told you, my auntie was a bad one, like unapologetically. Like she just didn't even. It was natural. She just did this. Like, this is who she was. She didn't try. She was just doing that, right? I would be with her. I see guys hollering at her all the time. I'm like, what the hell? That's crazy, like, right? Because my auntie, you said your uncle was 6 years older than you. My aunt's only 4 years older than me. My grandmother had her late. It's my mom's baby sister. Yeah. She had her late. She had her, way late. My mother was 20 when she was born.
My uncle, one of the reasons why I had looked up to him, I don't know if I can find, but my uncle was always getting all the bitches. My uncle also and he was also built like this all the time. You know what I mean? I have this picture of one of my last pictures I have.
You got one?
I'm trying to find it for you.
Okay.
Because let me tell you, my uncle never had a problem with the bitches. And plus, he was like almost always built like this. And I'm telling you.
With the bitches, ladies and gentlemen.
So I always looked up to him because of that. You know what I mean? Also, he was always strong. He was always strong.
And so was she.
You know what I mean? Always
She don't think I love her as much as I do. She don't know. It's because we closer like sisters now,
But yeah, that's my uncle.
All right, period. Is that him in his younger days?
Yeah, that's probably him about 6 years ago.
6 years? Okay, he looks good.
No,
yeah.
He's still. This is 20. No, that's 20.
Hey, uncle, so how you doing? Say nah.
Let me tell you, my uncle.
How you doing?
My uncle always was doing thug dizzle.
So that's the one he was talking about?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
He was 6 years older than me.
That's dope.
He got me down on the ground. So he got to do some push-ups.
Okay, he knew what he was talking about, and he looks good. Yeah.
He's always had that physique though. I'm
okay.
talking.
How old is he?
He's 6 years older than me. So if I'm to turn 30, he's 36.
Okay, you 30? I mean? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I just turned 30.
All right, little pookie.
Hey, let me go, Let me go, Listen.
Because they don't know how old I am. The followers don't know how old I am.
Listen, you see these gray hairs?
That's it.
There's a whole lot of
Let the salt and pepper do it. Let the salt and pepper work, baby.
Nah, I'm about to be just for Carl, and the next summer I got to...
No, let the salt and pepper work.
Listen,
trust me.
Every girl says that for whatever reason. They're like a fan of it.
Because they love it.
I don't know why, but I'm getting rid of it.
Because it's a grown type of vibe.
Oh, man.
This guy is grown.
I just turned 30, dog. I'm not 40.
And people with
40, I want to get there.
Shit in their beard, they take on a lot of responsibility.
Yeah, well,
I'm telling you, trust me on this, because I'm a woman. I know what I'm talking about. These men with the salt and pepper, gray hairs come from stress, right?
Yeah.
They worrying about a lot. They taking care of a lot. They multitasking a lot. They got a lot on their plate. Yeah. The world is on their shoulders.
Yeah.
They got a lot to worry about.
It is.
And women are attracted to men who got shit on their shoulders, because we already got a lot on our shoulders. Mm-hmm. We can imagine our man got more.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I forgot who I just quote. I don't know. I listen to too many great men that I listen. But anyway, he's a man who runs from responsibility robs himself of purpose. You know what I mean?
Interesting.
Yeah, a man who runs from responsibility robs himself of purpose. Responsibility is...
The fact that you run away from anything is crazy.
Yeah.
Fellas.
Yeah, shouldn't run away from anything. But responsibility is what a king is. Like, think about what a king... You only think about the fun part. No, a king,
one of my favorite words, king.
A king is responsible for the kingdom.
He
has to worry about the defense of the kingdom, how the kingdom is being fed, how the kingdom is
everything.
Every piece of it. That's why every king has a counsel, needs advice, because there's so much for him to worry about. He has to build a team, you know what I mean, around him to help him run the kingdom. And even still, because that's one of the reasons why I love Game of Thrones, because every king in Game of Thrones has a council, and even within that council,
I watched that. I actually watched that.
The king has to be careful of people in the council also trying to overthrow him. So as much as he's relying on their advice, he's at the end of the day, the king's judgment is. And
shout out to the person who put me on the Game of Thrones. You know who you are.
Yeah,
I don't like you like that, but those were some good times.
It's a fantastic show. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
It was great. We watched it every night, and then we were so happy because we watched it on some binge watching shit. So we came when it was already done, and you know,
I came when it was like 5 seasons.
What's that little girl's name? The youngest child?
Arya Stark, the one that was
the one who put that nigga face on her face for that meeting.
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about. Remember, she did some boss ass shit, some shit her siblings never did. She spoke to that whole fucking. You know what I'm talking about. She spoke to them. Never was him. Mm-hmm. That was the coldest scene in America. Yeah. Remember her dumb ass went on the show and told them that she was going to die? Mm-hmm. Stupid ass. Remember that? She went on the whole show and she made a mistake and said, she was like,
oh, yeah, she leaked it. There was in an interview. Yeah,
but you got to watch those type of people. Sometimes they do that type of shit on purpose. They want you to watch it.
They do.
You got to watch their asses.
But she had a great role. And apparently there was a lot of stuff that was like left out in the books. Like apparently in the books.
They always leave shit out.
and apparently in the book she spent a lot of time in like this brothel.
I didn't know they had a book for it.
Yeah. Game of Thrones is based on a book.
How big is the book? Is it one book or is it
several books?
How many?
I think maybe like 2 or 3. I don't know for sure.
Okay, that ain't a lot. Okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah, but the books have more detail as well. But Arya apparently was the victim of a lot of. Well, she worked in a prostitution house, so she had like a lot of like rape and just.
Of course, in those times, rape wasn't even people weren't even going to jail for that back in the day. You know that?
That's part of.
Do you know that?
Yeah.
In those days, that wasn't even a crime.
Well, it wasn't a crime like worth
only to your father
persecuting really like because you shouldn't have been in that situation anyway. The crime was more like. To me, the crime was more on the honor of your father and your family for not protecting you, more than on the guy. Like, so it's like, it's like I did this, and this is a strike against your household honor. So you have to defend your house's honor. You know what I mean? Which is why, like, once again, responsibility. Like, my little sister was born when I was 16. She has my mother and my stepfather. You know what I mean? But I know that I'm a father figure in her life. You know what I mean? She was born when I was 16.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I mean? Yeah, so I got 16 years on it. And I know somebody at my job whose daughter is...
You love that little sister,
He's my same age. He's 30. And his daughter is the same age as my little sister.
That part.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Right.
So I love my little sister. I remember holding her in my arms and she fell asleep in my arms.
Yeah, I was like that too at 5. So yeah, I was very mature.
I loved my little sister. I still love her. You know what I mean?
I love my Tanisha. She knows that. I love all my sisters. Don't y'all feel crazy. I love you all.
Yeah.
But I held Tanisha as a baby. And that's my mother's daughter. And I saw her as soon as she was born, I saw her. I know her life. I was 5 years old, but I know her life. Like, I saw her life start. I saw her when I came in the room, she was not in there when I came to see my mother after she had the baby. And I know I'm about to start rambling. No, but we got to talk about my sister real quick. And then back in the day, y'all, it was different. So she wasn't in there. I said, where's the baby? You know, I was a little girl. I said, where's the baby? And then they said, oh, let me take you. And they took me, and they had her by 2 of her legs, and they were cleaning her. That's how they cleaned them back then.
By the 2 of her legs?
They was cleaning her upside down.
That's crazy.
But then they grab you by your back and lay you down. But they were cleaning her. I saw her from the beginning. Like, I saw her in have her first bath, everything else. That girl, I love her. I know her too well.
Let me tell you something. All right, it's not a question on the podcast, but it's something I have to address. Because it happened last time, and then I forgot about it.
What?
And then it's happening again. You know what I mean? I never mentioned it in the last part, in the original, whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, dog. I'ma just say it as a nigga from Brooklyn.
Ooh, say it. I'm ready for it, baby. I'm ready.
You, even though you a Detroiter, you know what I'm saying? Why when I close my eyes and you talk, I swear I'm interviewing Nicki Minaj?
I've been hearing that. Listen.
Why?
I've been hearing that since she didn't have a name. People back in, I know the first person who said that to me, and he knows his name is Ron. The first person that ever said that to me years ago, and he is my witness. He knows. He came up to me at Starters, and he said, you remind me of that new rapper. I swear to God, that's what he said, because she didn't have a name at the time. Nobody knew her. I knew her already because I was doing research on female rappers, just seeing everybody, because I love female rappers. I love my ladies. Like, I just love supporting my girls, right? So I literally had already seen her. She was doing a DVD. It's called the Come Up DVD. Shout out to Nicki Minaj, baby. You know I love her.
I was on the plane with Dwayne, pull up in the beans and in the vein.
I am a bar.
So many bitches in my high school singing that shit. You know, the baddest in the school, the bad. Excuse me,
honey, but nobody's in my lane.
That freestyle.
I know we got a voice. I know our voices are similar, but the differences between our voices is mine is a little bit deeper.
Yeah.
Because I had to go see for I already knew, but I had to go see for myself. But he said that first. He's the first person that ever said that I remind him of Nicki Minaj, but he didn't know her name. He said, that new rapper, you remind me of her.
You can't. The thing is, like, as a person who does accents and, like, fakes things, you know what I mean?
But how long have you felt like that?
I've heard you talk, but I've not only on the pod when I was really listening to that, but ever since then I was like, yeah, your voice, dog, it's just crazy. You know,
and I can't wait to meet her.
Yeah.
Because we're gonna be best friends.
I don't know. I don't know.
Me and Nicki Minaj gonna be best. No, we gonna be best
I would hope so.
friends. No, there's no hope about it. We gonna be best friends. Because she's not like a lot of people say things about her. That lady has never been a hater. You gotta know this. She's only going off of when she is talking shit. She is going off of your energy. This girl is not a hater by far. Like you got to be a real fan because I am a fan of Nicki Minaj. You have to be a real fan to know her. Yeah, you don't know. That girl ain't no hater. When she talking shit about you, that mean you did some fuck shit. Yeah, I promise you. Mm-hmm. She know. Yeah, she know.
I respect that.
If she ever see this interview, because sometimes shit get to people.
You never know.
If she ever see this interview, she know what I'm talking about. I'm not a hater. You did some fuck shit and I got on your ass. Now you mad. Now the world thinking something else because they don't know what you did.
I'm telling you, your voice is the reason. Your voice is like, it's amazing. You know what I mean? And like I said, as a guy that does voice,
I hear that all the time. I mean? Everybody think that.
You can't fake it. You can't fake it like that. You know what I mean? Because I hear you all the time at the job. I hear you all the time. This is you. This is you.
Thank you.
I want the people to know, the people that are out there like, she sounds like, no.
This is me.
I've heard
Thank
her
you.
all the time. This is her.
Thank you.
You know, and all the time this is her. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, my man, as a man, I can do many asses myself. I promise you, okay?
Yes.
She is as authentic as Black Panther from Wakanda. I promise you, my man.
And I can do the same accent, but I'm going to... The fuck?
I could never. But
I could never.
The point is she's authentic.
Me and Nicki just got a lot in common.
It's crazy.
Bottom line, and that ain't it. When she first came out, I got a photo I'm gonna show you when we're done with this interview. Yeah. When she first popped into the scene, I had a bang. Wow. I had blonde hair and a bangs. And I was obsessed with Trey Songz. Shout out to him. Oh, I love Trey Songz.
So you like the light skins? You like light skins?
No, it's not about, I love men. And I love different types of men. I love strong men. And they come in all type of colors, Yeah. I got some men I could name. They all different. I love certain men.
Love a strong guy.
But all of them have one thing in common. They strong. They hustlers. Yeah. They get their money. And it's not about cashing me out. It's about stand on your 2 feet. You know what I mean?
Support
Be
yourself.
on some stability shit for yourself. That's the type of man I love stable people.
Yeah, for sure. What's I respect the hell out of that. I like that.
Yes, but people say it all the time. Me and Nick, I'm glad you even said it. I love her. Like, she is my favorite.
Shout out to her. Yeah, because you be killing me.
I love Nicki Minaj so much.
I'm telling you.
And that's probably why I can relate to her.
Yeah.
Always been relating to her.
So I'm sure some guys look at you and think, she's bad, but she probably want the world. So would you describe yourself as high maintenance?
Yes. I'm going to tell you why I feel like I'm high maintenance. I have a regimen that I follow every day when it comes to myself. It doesn't matter. I am always going to smell good. My skin is always going to look moisturized. I'm definitely high maintenance. I like certain type of food. If I go to a restaurant, I don't want no wings. Mm-hmm. If I go to a restaurant, I don't want no chicken strips. But, you will catch me eating a fat-ass burger with bacon. Double. You will catch me eating a burger. I love burgers. Like, burgers is my thing. I love chicken and all that, too, but I can make great chicken at home. Yeah. I can make great chicken tenders. And I can make a great burger, but I just love burgers.
You love burgers.
Burgers are my thing. Yeah. I love burgers and fries. There's a place called Barcade.
I haven't been there yet, but it's real close to.
The burgers are phenomenal. Just to get some, just not being bougie. I want to get a good burger real quick and have some fun.
Go to Barcade.
Let me go to Barcade.
You don't know how much I love burgers. Yeah, but
Barcade.
Barcade. Now I gotta go because number one,
and they got homemade fries.
It's super homemade fries.
The fries are homemade.
Like it's cut like you like is it like
no homemade? Like I'm telling you, you know what a homemade. What you think is exactly what they are. Wow. It tastes so good. They got great food and the drinks are good as well. And you can play games if you want to. And we all got a little kid in us.
I gotta go to Barcade.
You gotta go to Barcade. It's right around the corner.
Yeah, right. I went to Dave and Buster's one time. It was a bit of a letdown just because.
Why? Their food is fingery.
I liked it. The food was not like
they
it,
had
it,
that
it was
buffalo flatbread no more, did they?
Yeah, I got some chicken from there or something.
Buffalo
flatbread hitting, but it was something. I just got some chicken from it. The food was all right, but it was nothing to like write home about. Like how the burgers at Barcade.
It's not.
But the problem was like there wasn't enough games to me personally. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't
at Dave's.
I should have got, maybe there was a bigger one I didn't go to, but there wasn't enough games. Like I've seen this one place called Round One I've never been to yet, but that place has a lot of games. You know what I mean?
Round One. Okay, let me write that. Oh, I got to remind me. Yeah. Because my son's birthday is coming up
that place
in January, but still, I got to plan ahead.
That place literally, it has karaoke. It has literally so many games, virtual, this, that, shooting, this. I haven't been there yet, but I want to go there just because of the variety of games. When I went to Dave and Buster's,
Round One, all right.
It had some good shooting games. It had a couple shooting. Basketball. But it had a couple. I like the shooting game. I like to pick up the little fake gun and clap some shit. I really do. Then I like.
I love shooting games. You have no idea how good I am at shooting games.
Yeah, like whether it's the aliens,
but the racing games.
I fuck niggas.
I will smoke your ass. I'm always number one.
Oh my, not the racing.
I got so many witnesses. I'm always number one. I always win because I don't hit the brakes when it's time to cut them corners. You gotta this is the secret. You gotta let your foot off
the gas
of the gas to hit them corners. Don't hit the brakes. You ain't on the streets for real. You playing a game. Let your foot off that gas and bend that corner and slide the fuck off. Soon as you hit that corner, slide off on their ass. I'm talking about if they got a booster, hit that booster. As soon as you hit that corner on their dumb ass. I'm telling you now, it worked every time. Trust me, y'all. You want to win? You want to be a winner? Listen to your girl, because I win every time.
I believe you.
The score is...
It speaks for itself, right?
I always win.
So you say you are high maintenance.
I think so, because, I am. I'm very clean. That's everything.
But that's
skin.
That's hygienic. That's
not I require a lot.
That's not what guys think of when they think of high maintenance.
Okay, so what do you tell me?
When they think of high maintenance, they think of like
come with a Birkin when we meet?
I mean, I guess not that, but like at the very least, like you definitely gotta take her on dates. You know what I'm saying? You probably
I'm high maintenance.
She might want a donation towards her nails or her toes or her hair getting done.
I mean, if I gotta ask you, I don't want you.
Yeah, for real.
Because I'm not that bitch. My hand ain't like this.
Yeah.
But if you fuck with me,
yeah. But then because the thing is, listen, the amount that nails cost to get done can vary. It depends how much she's trying to run.
Yeah, if she gets stones and lengths,
she could, dog.
Maybe 200.
I'm telling you, dog. But you could.
Shout out to Tokyo.
You could get out of there for 70.
Because I had a nail tech that used to. Let me show. Oh, I'm gonna show you while we talking. But I got a nail tech. He used to lay my nails out, but I had to cut it down because I wanted more of a. I switch up. I wanted to calm it down, so I'm not gonna do the stones. I don't want the. I wanted to cut it down.
You know what guys always like. I'm gonna tell you.
What do y'all like? Tell me.
I'm gonna tell you what I feel like. I know I love it.
He got the tea. What the guys like?
And I know 70% of guys. Because what are we looking for? If we're really looking for a girl, we're looking for a wife. And if a girl's getting married, what type of nails is she gonna have on her wedding day? French tips. So.
They never do that on their wedding day.
Come on, you gotta have the good.
They never do the long, crazy nails on their wedding day. They don't.
On your wedding day, you're getting the classic, clean French tips, the nice.
Look, this is what I used to do. Wait, no, not that.
That? She a baddie, y'all. She a baddie,
not
all right?
That.
I'm
gonna
pretend like I never snooped and never saw nothing. It's all new to me. I've never seen it.
Let's go here. Okay, you gotta see me a little bit because I be cute.
Yeah.
But I used to do my nice little stones stuff. 200 sets, 150,
Man.
But I switched it up only because I just was in for something. I just wanted something different. I was ready to go back. Sure, I always switch up. Like, you see those long nails, but if you go a little further, you'll see short nails. You'll see the short nails. I switch up, and this is back in 2020. I switch up quite a bit. You know what I mean? This video code is here, so you gotta go look at it.
When do you plan on aging?
Huh? I thought you said Asian.
No,
But you said aging.
Aging, yeah. What sort of deal you made? What
Well,
you be
I am a big vampire fan.
I believe in your regimen because your skin is cold blooded. You know what I mean? I've seen you with little makeup. I've seen you at the end of the night.
When you first met me, or when we all worked together, I used to wear makeup more because I love my MAC. I was just putting my concealer on, doing me. But then one day I was like, I don't know. One day it just hit me. I don't know. I looked at myself and I just appreciated myself and was like, you know what, baby, you don't need it. I just didn't want it no more. Yeah. I love, shout out to, whoever wear makeup. I love y'all, beautiful. But I literally just didn't want makeup no more. I just wanted to embrace my natural self. I wanted to show myself some love. And let me tell you, we appreciate it for sure. I get way more attention now. So how many and I mean, because we feel like we can see the real you more. Yeah. Oh, they love it. My freckles get covered up with makeup. So when I stopped wearing makeup, everybody was like, "You got freckles?" Yeah. And I was like, "Yeah." They was like, "Oh, it's so they loved it." I love it. I love it. I feel like I want to be this. I want to be myself. I don't. Yeah. I mean, the makeup, that's still me, but I just felt like I just want to be natural. Yeah. I want my confidence to be on another level. Some girls need makeup more than others. Yeah, this makeup didn't make me, and I want to feel that. Exactly. I'm me. At the end of the day, as far as what they say, the human mind perceives beauty as, whatever little documentaries I've seen, they say the human mind perceives beauty as symmetry. You know what I mean? So, because symmetry requires a certain amount of genetic. Balance? Yeah, balance. Yeah. Okay. So symmetry is in because even artists struggle with this. The greatest artists, when they're drawing a face. Oh, I love that word. And I know what it means. They're drawing but I kind of want to, you're that type of person where you just want to see the definition. It's symmetry. So what it is, it's one side looking like the other side. So one tit being as big as the other tit. One side but what it is like one side of your face versus the other side of your face. Two different sides. Now, sure, it's two different sides. But I got a good side. But how different? This is my good side. Yeah. It is. You know, looking right. But just looking at you, though, you know what I'm saying? Look, my teeth are even different. Yeah. Everything's on both sides. It's always different. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, if one eye was higher than the other, or one eye was bigger than the other. This eye lower. Yeah. Well, she spent too much time looking at herself. No, my dad had the same thing. This eye was lower on my dad. Mm-hmm. But I do spend a lot of time looking at myself. But you always you always have some difference between the left and right side of your face and feet and everything else. 1 foot bigger than the other. Exactly. One leg is a little longer. 1 foot big. It's true. It's one arm. Yeah, it's always true. It's very true. It's very true. You know what I mean? But the thing is, when both sides complement each other in a nice way. That's crazy. You know what I mean? That's okay, you be hitting them points. You know what I mean? So you can have. So you saying that both my faces they complement. There's two good faces on one face. You know what I mean? So both faces is good. Y'all hear that? That's a record. You know what I'm saying? That's a record. You know what I'm saying? So two face. I like that. No, that's true. So what I say is symmetry. You can't buy symmetry. You know what I mean? Oh, I love that word. Yeah, so that's what that is. So I love words that just sum up a whole paragraph. For real. Some words it just means, and I went somewhere. Some words it's just a whole. Both sides. One word just describes everything. Exactly. That's what that is. Thank you. You know what I mean? Yeah, because we can see that. We can see we're registering the genetic strength. You know what I mean? The characteristics. You know what I mean? And we see, and our brain is doing some deep calculation for evolutionary genetic compatibility. You know what I mean? It's right. Really what it is. It's like nah, my kids will do well with the genes that are there with been given. Yeah, my daddy was very fine, and my mom was very fine. But what Nikki say? You a bad bitch when you can take a photo from any angle. From any angle. Okay. For real. Like me, it took me a while when I look back at pictures of myself. You know what I'm saying? It's like I didn't know who I was. I didn't know. Ain't that great though? I didn't know because the adventure is great. Because I would look at 19-year-old Carl and it's like, ooh, when I was 19, I was on fire though. I was a nice little 19-year-old for sure. I was like, I had grown men question themselves like, baby, but you too young. They was like, I remember this guy. I don't even know him. I met him one time, but I won't forget him because he was a very nice looking older guy. Mm-hmm. His hair was gray. He had blue eyes. He was my complexion. I will never forget.
Wow.
And because I thought he was the first time I looked at an older man other than the old man, you know? But he looked at me and he was very respectful. And he was like, I love your nails. He complimented my nails first. And then he said, wow. He was like, God, if I was your age. He was like, and it wasn't a creepy, because some guys are creepy with it. Mm-hmm. He was like, no, he didn't say if I was your age. He was like, he was like, you too young for me, but God. He told me, oh God, but you are too young for me. Mm-hmm. And he was so respectful. He didn't look back. He didn't keep it going. He just complimented my nails, told me that, and he was like, you have a wonderful day. He was like, yeah. He shook his head. He was like, he was like, you too young though for me. Yeah. But go ahead.
That's why I say
he was I won't forget him. I still see his face. We don't know each other. I was 19.
19, yeah.
We don't know each other. I've never seen him again or nothing, but he was so cute to be old. And he told me that. I think we both had the same vibe. I'm like, you too old for me. And he like, you too young for me. We both looked at each other like.
Both like, but something could happen.
Because he looked so good, but I knew he was too old for me too.
Yeah, young. See, the thing is, like, you could, I don't know. All I know is that for whatever reason, right now in my life, is when, for whatever reason, I'm having the most success that I've ever had if I ever try with the opposite sex now that I've ever had.
Yeah.
At night, even though 19, I'm about to show you me. This is 2013.
Oh my God! I forgot to mention someone too. That got a lot to do with.
This is me at 19.
That's you with the top fade.
That's me with the top. That's me
with the fade.
That's.
I love it. That's
me.
Cute.
That's young.
How?
Like I said, young.
That's crazy. Wow, I love that for the culture. Yeah. The house play vibes.
Yeah. I definitely had
the kid in Playboy. Yes, I love that. I was there for that. I was an immature fan. Wow,
that was my bag.
That's the first concert I went to. Immature.
Kid immature.
Immature.
Wow.
First concert I ever been to in '96.
You gotta respect it. But yeah,
Aisha.
I had a hot shot back in the day.
She was with me.
You ever seen Juice or Lean on Me?
Don't play with me. Don't you ever question if I seen Juice. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about you. I don't give a fuck about blah blah. I don't give a fuck about myself.
Yeah, they was calling
me. You ready for it? You ready? You ain't know. I was like, you ain't know.
They was calling me Still back then.
I don't give a fuck about Still. I don't give.
It was calling me Still.
I couldn't think of the name. Yeah. But literally, that was my movie. I don't give a fuck about myself.
You smoke crack, don't you? Jump off the... It's killing your brain cells. Sam, it's killing your brain cells.
Every day.
Do it expeditiously.
Hilarious. That's where T.I. got that from.
Yeah, expeditiously. Yeah, nah, for real.
That's where he got that from.
That ass though.
Real niggas come from those times.
For real. But what you call it? So the next question I had for you here is
crazy.
What's life like on Instagram being a baddie? You know what I mean?
Oh, he considers me a baddie. Do
you need an assistant for your DMs?
Yes. You want to answer some of them?
No. But
I tell you, listen,
a pretty good
and fellas,
on Instagram.
and I want to talk to the guys in my inbox.
Group message for y'all right now.
God damn. Don't get mad at me if I don't respond. Don't get mad at me about that. I'm gonna tell you why. What I'm supposed to do? Talk to all of y'all? I can't talk to 20 people at once, and that's not it. That's just the amount of people that a person can't talk to at once. I can't. If I really wanted to give you a real number, it's crazy. I can't talk to all of those people at once, and I ain't trying to say I'm all that or nothing, but I'm just telling y'all, it's too many messages, and I'm not gonna get them all. I'm not gonna even try.
Listen, you are pretty on Instagram, and you're pretty in real life.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? So I understand that they're coming at you. You know what I'm saying? I already know. You know what I mean?
Look. Oh my and goodness. I answer a couple of them sometimes because I try to, because certain people I try to. Yeah. He famous. His wife blocked me.
Wow.
This guy, we ain't gonna say his name, but he was in my inbox asking me certain things, blah 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 blah, and she got wind of that. He blocked me.
Wow. Wow.
I know she did it. I know women.
She did.
I know women. I know y'all be
She not
blocking
about to
me.
have
Just
it.
know, hey, this is what I want to say to women too. Quit getting mad at females. Yes, they know about you. Yes, they've seen you. But they don't owe you anything. They don't owe you anything. The guy you're with owes you loyalty. He loves you. He promised you things. He has history with you. The women who know him, they want him, not you. You can't keep being mad at women.
the reason
You
why-
can't expect women to respect your situation. You can't keep doing that. I'm not that bitch. I'm not the bitch fucking your man. But I'm telling you now, you still can't expect shit from her. You got to expect your man to be loyal to you.
Yeah.
You can't be expecting some bitch who never saw you before until she met him to be like, oh, you know what? You have a wife and you have a girl or you have a girlfriend.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave you alone. She don't fucking know you.
Yeah.
You have to be. I mean, if you can fight and do what you want, but if you can't, you just gotta be more on your man about these type of things. Quit being on women about
Mad at her. Yeah, don't mad
that.
at her. Yeah, it's the same thing. I will never get mad at if I'm dealing with a woman and I find my woman with another guy. I will never get mad at that guy. I will never get mad at that guy because it's the woman's job to be loyal to me.
I mean, if you in my house,
bro,
I've never been in that situation, but if you in my house fucking my man, I'm definitely gonna fuck you up. Because you knew I lived there. So now you disrespecting me because you know I live here.
I couldn't imagine that. That's a different story.
That's different. If you in my house, I'm about to fuck you up first.
But you know what they say? They be like, see, a man will get busy with your shorty. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, they will.
But he will give her back to you. Like a guy might look at your shorty and be like, "Oh, I want to fuck her."
Oh, he said a guy will give her back to you.
As in like,
okay.
very, very rarely does a guy actually want your girl. He wants your girl, but he doesn't want your girl. But a woman wants your man a lot of times. She doesn't.
Oh, she want to take him. She want to snatch that carpet right from under your fucking feet.
A woman wants to take. She wants
your man for sure
to be her.
She
man.
wants you to. He wants you to leave. She want him to leave you and the kids and come with me.
Yeah, exactly.
You're right about that. You're right about that.
A man doesn't want that. A man just wants to have a little fun and send you back. You know what I mean? Because he doesn't want all the responsibility.
I like real shit.
Yeah, that's the difference.
But you got women like that too. But most women, they want to take your man. But there's some women out here who can't wait to see your ass home.
Because the way how I've seen it, the way how I've heard it, because the thing is like, girls are auditioning men to see if they can do the job. Can you pay the bills? Can you be stable? Can you give me the dick at the end of the working day? Can you be nice?
Oh my God, let's talk about that. Let's talk about what you just said. Dick after a long, hard day of work.
Yeah.
That was the struggle in my last relationship. Oh, this nigga had plenty of time for dick and pussy at one time, right? But after so long, he is like, I'm tired. I'm so tired. He still want me to come over, but he want to go to sleep. Boy, I need some dick. Are you crazy? I just got off of work too. That's what I need too. We'll get to that question, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But ladies and gentlemen, please quit telling your mate you're tired. You're gonna get your ass left in the dust.
Yeah. No girl that I've been with could ever have that complaint.
We need consistency on that.
Yeah.
And if you put it down, we won't need it as much.
Yeah.
You know?
You know what I'm saying? I agree. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, for sure. Yeah, so I forgot what happened. She got
great. She got real.
Nah. What you call it? But yeah, guys.
Oh, I did turn it on.
That's what it was. A girl would want to steal. Cause yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, so a girl is auditioning men to see if they can do the job. Meanwhile, or she has a guy that she knows can do the job, is currently doing the job, but for another woman. You know what I mean? So with that, she'd be like, look, I could hope that this guy could do the job, or I could steal this guy who is doing the job, who I know can do the job,
right?
But he's just with this other shorty. You know what I mean? And then she look at other shorty and be like, man, she all right, but she ain't fucking with me for real. So
they be like, snatchies.
Yeah, so they get that shit and be like, no. And then the guy be like, you know what I'm saying?
And I don't want that type of energy, honestly. It's like I've been in a situation where I knew I could probably treat him better than she can.
Yeah.
Like Mary J. Blige said, I can love you. But you don't want to go in a situation like that. You don't want to go in a situation taking.
Yeah.
Because what's going to get taken from you is your mental.
Possibly, yeah.
No, he going to play you. You can't. Karma is crazy. You don't want to, you don't want to do that.
You're always going to question because they always say.
I know it's hard to fight it sometimes. I've been there.
How you get them is how you lose them. So you always feel like
That's fact. And it's going to be worse for you. You thought she cried. Bitch, you going to have a gun to your head with your nose running.
Exactly, because you left everything for her and now this ain't going right. So now you extra tight. You fucked up your
situation. Those type of guys, if you really want somebody else's man, listen to the queen. You're going to have to wait. You're going to have to wait until he ain't in that no more. You're going to have to wait. You got to wait, sis.
You got to wait.
Don't pop that pussy on him. Your ass you're going to catch something. And I ain't talking about STDs. You're going to catch feelings, you're going to catch emotions, and you're going to catch karma.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Yeah. So many times, especially with women, I feel like women don't take rejection as well as men. You know
I mean? They want to die.
Yeah, I feel like no, they
want to die.
No, they want to call you gay. You're gay. That's their number one.
That's the defense mechanism.
You're definitely gay. You're definitely
they're just
gay.
being defensive when they do that.
You decide to try to not to, because
I ain't never been turned down.
I've had a. You've never been turned down?
No.
That's crazy.
Never. I tried to have a one night stand, but he wouldn't leave me alone. Man. I never been rejected, but I'm not one of those people who be like, what's your number? I mean, I did it once or twice because I was like having fun or something, but I never been turned down. And I'm not saying it in a cocky way. It just never happened. And I don't put myself in a situation to be turned down.
I see.
I know you were looking at me. Mm-hmm. I know you wanted me.
Yeah.
So that's what you got to pay attention to, what I'm saying, y'all. It's not that I'm so fine that I haven't been turned down. It's that I know energy. I know this guy wants me.
Yeah.
So
for sure, I understand it. You could tell.
I know I know it's a club full of people, and he looking at me. I know that.
Listen, that's another thing too. Like, my lack of confidence had me oblivious at that young age. Had me oblivious to girls that liked me. I wouldn't know that they liked me till like, you ain't know I liked you. Type shit.
You didn't tell me.
And I'd be like, dog, listen, I thought I wasn't shit, dog. Why would I think? Why would I be delusional?
I've been in that situation. Listen, when I was the first boyfriend I ever had, I was 15 years old. He was the most popular guy in the school. I'm talking about he was a jitter. We're from Detroit. He used to jet. He was brown, but you could still see his beauty marks. Like I can see yours. He was chocolate. He had the whitest teeth. He was so perfect. He was only 15 years old. Wow. Waves, 360s at fucking 15 years old. I can remember what he had on when I first seen him because I told you I was a mean, antisocial, type of person. I didn't fuck with people like that. He walked in to class late. The first time I seen him, I remember. He walked in class late, and I was like, oh, he was so beautiful, right? But he was everything. He had one seat to sit at, right next to me. But this guy was everything. He was perfect, popular. And guess who he wanted at the end of the day? I wasn't. I was popular only because I knew the popular girls was my friends. They wanted to be my friend. I didn't care about them either. They liked me because of that. My girls knew that about me. They knew I ain't give a fuck about no bitch. I don't want to say that because people get mad when I say that. When I say no bitch, they be so mad about it. But literally, I was popular because of that, because of them. And me and him met on our own time. And he was dating popular girls all the time. Yeah. He was dating but he was talking to me about all of them. That's how I got him. He wanted to be my friend. I'm his friend. He knew I can't talk to you bitches. Yeah. He wanted to talk to me when he get a chance. And when he got a chance to talk to me, it was an hour of talking. So I knew with these bitches, he had to be this whoever he is. Yeah. But with me, he was able to just shut down for a minute and talk. And that's how I got him. Because when shit got crazy or however he felt, I don't know what he was going through. Yeah. But he wanted me. That came from someone else. like,
crazy.
Guess who like you? And I was like, who? What?
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it.
But it matters.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, I knew he was cool.
You probably made him comfortable to talk to me.
Yeah,
too,
and you
mean?
know what? I to make you understand a little more is that we were all friends. I came to his house. First time I met his sister. His sister is not, and I love her. Shout out to her, his sister. She know who she is. She did not like bitches. You understand? Mm-hmm. But she fucked with me because when she met me, she saw all these bitches tickling him, grabbing him, doing all these things. She saw me on the couch clipping my nails. Said, she looked at me and she said, well, who is this? Because everybody else is dick riding him.
Yeah.
Sorry, y'all, but y'all was. Me, I was clipping my nails and she wanted to know me. So that's how me and his sister's still close. I don't talk to her much, but if I call her phone, she gonna pick up. If I pull up, she gonna hug me tight and squeeze me. Mm-hmm. So that's how I got the most popular guy in school, guys. I respect being his friend.
I respect that, I don't blame him at all. You know what I mean?
And he is. I can show you right now. He's still fly as fuck.
He doing his thing. Yeah, man. This is some guys find it early, man. Some guys just got it like that. Nothing you can do about it.
People say that, like, how's your first love looking? Fabulous. Mm-hmm. He looks amazing.
I wish I could say that about my friend. The thing is, it's so crazy. It's why I try to tell guys, like, see, I feel like for whatever reason, I could be wrong about this, but I feel like girls like guys that are older than them for most times, right?
Okay.
A little bit, right? So, that might sound crazy, but that's more acceptable to say than to say that guys like girls that are a little younger than them. Right, but when I say that to say is that like all the girls that I liked in high school and in middle school, all the girls that I liked and couldn't get, or even the girls that were my ex-girlfriends, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. When I look at them now, I'm 30, they 30. When I look at them now, I don't want none of them. Mm-hmm. Even my original one, I don't want
know
her.
What you
she
mean.
got a kid. My other one, I was heartbroken over her at one point. I would not want her right now. The other one, none of them are. All of them are too old. Got too or something.
Exactly.
Like as far as like or that aging, they aged more than you. That's something like when you gonna age. That's why I said that because I know girls that I knew back in high.
Don't tell the viewers how old I am.
I won't.
If I come back, we'll talk about it. If they ask you, if y'all ask him how old I am, I'll go with 15 people.
Yeah.
Because we know it might not get to that. But if 15 people ask you how old I am, we'll talk about it.
Yeah. Because she, like I said in the intro, she's a timeless beauty. She really is.
Thank
you. Know
you.
what I mean?
I appreciate that so much.
I don't know what type of deal you made. I don't know what type of baby.
I just drink water all the time.
You got it.
Because I drink a lot of alcohol, y'all. So follow my regimen. Wash your face every day.
She must have a regimen. I believe her.
H2O, baby. H2O, baby.
Because like I said, I've seen her without the makeup. You know.
But for years, I didn't use like a facial soap. For years, I just used to wash my face like everyone else with my towel. Washcloths. I used to do that for years, but for I'll go with the last 10 years. I have a whole facial routine.
So, what has being a mother taught you?
Ooh, how to love. I never knew. I thought I knew how to love, but when I got the kids, my daughter specifically, because she was my first one, she taught me how to love. Like, I didn't know what it meant to really care for somebody. I know now dealing with her that caring for somebody is just taking care of them. And it's not necessarily financial. It's just you care about them their well-being. Mm-hmm. You care about if they were happy today. Did somebody make you cry? Did somebody do anything to you? How you feel? Like, she taught me how to love. I just don't really feel like I knew how to love before her. I feel like I loved people, but I didn't really care.
You weren't invested.
I wasn't invested. I didn't care. But when she came along, I started to realize it was certain things that I really had to do when you care about somebody. Because when you're a mother, you got to literally, everything that they do is up to you. Mm-hmm. Everything. That's it.
I heard what?
Okay. Anyway, anything that, anything with this person, you got to take care of it. You got to do too much. And I wanted to do it.
Yeah.
So I knew, wow, this is love, you know. Everything else before that was infatuation to me.
Before real. So are you saying that you never been in love? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, I've been in love.
You've been in love? Because,
I've been in love
here's
for
how
sure.
Here's how I count love. Because I heard a comedian say this one time, and I forgot which comedian. I'm very sorry, but I believe it. Because he said that you can have the honeymoon phase with many people. Like the whole...
everybody.
Infatuation, it happens almost... But you only have so many heartbreaks in your life. You know what I mean? And he says he counts his loves by his heartbreak. He said the heartbreak lets you know that the love was real. You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
So he was like, you only have so many heartbreaks in your life for real. You know what I'm saying?
I've been in love at least 5 times.
So how many I'm crying, I'm hurt, like heartbreak, physically hurt, like how many heartbreaks?
Ooh, but you know what? Ooh, I had at least 3, and I got one that he hurt me so bad. I loved him so much to the point where I prayed to God and told him, just take him from me, because he still wanted to be with me, even though he was hurting me. I was getting skinny. I was losing weight. I wasn't eating no more because I was just wondering what he's doing, thinking about him, stressing out, yelling with him, arguing with him, checking his phone. I was going through his phone, all this weird shit, right?
Man.
And I realized that probably was the biggest love I've ever had, because I was in love. I looked at God and I said, please.
What was he like?
He was, I love that question. Thank you. He was very attractive.
Was he tall?
His teeth were very straight. He was taller than me. He was at least 5'9".
Okay.
6 feet. He was taller. But he had perfect teeth to have never had work done.
Okay.
His personality was so down to earth to be so good looking, because he was very attractive, but his personality was so down to earth. He grew up rough, even though he was so attractive, he grew up rough.
Yeah.
But he was literally he was phenomenal. He was rolling up every night. He was very sweet. He was not Gemini. He was a gentleman.
Yeah.
And, he was a great person at one time. I'm not going to say he wasn't, because we ended bad, because I know that you get tired of people, and I'm not going to put myself on the bus and say he was just so tired of me, because I was tired of him too. But we got to that point. We were together about 5 years.
Was it infidelity? Did you say?
Yes, it was. I never found out that he was sleeping with anybody, but he was definitely communicating with people and entertaining. He was entertaining other females, and he was lying to me. He was deleting stuff. He was blocking people. When he linked up with me, he was blocking certain people so they wouldn't text him. He didn't think I knew that, but I found that out. This is a gem I'm going to drop for everybody, because I don't care. What I did to find that out is that I called him from a weird number, and I pretended I was someone else. And I'm good at crazy stuff. I said on a text message, I said, you remember when you made me come so hard? And da-da-da.
Yeah.
And he thought about whoever he thought about. And he was like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. At first he didn't know who it was, but we got to that point where he remembered something. It about triggered him.
Someone who...
Yeah, he was like, oh, I know who this is, because nigga's stupid. And...
damn.
He started texting this person, and me and him going back and forth. And me, I'm not the type of person that blow it. I'm going to keep talking with you, and I'm going to be hitting the LOL, all that shit on your ass. So we talking.
Diabolical.
And he like, yeah, I do. He kept it short, though, a little bit, because he knew he was about to come pick me up. So he was keeping it short with this person that he thought he was talking to. He knew that he was about to pick me up. He was on his way to pick me up, but I just felt like I knew had been lying to me. So I was like, I want to see something. And he was outside of my house the whole time, too, at this point. He was outside waiting. Women take all day to be ready. He was outside. I had seen him outside. I looked out the blinds or whatever. And I was texting. I was like, blah, 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 what you doing? He like, oh, nothing. I'm about to go to family house, do this, something. He was lying, right?
Wow, lying to this. This is terrible.
And I'm literally looking at him out the blinds. I'm like, oh, God, I can't believe. This one, I really lost my mind. I didn't do nothing to him, but I was looking at him lying and talking, and I just was like, oh, my God, who is he?
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. He was just talking to this girl waiting on me to come outside. And I'm still I'm still acting like I'm her. I'm talking. I'm like, oh, so can I see you? He's like, oh, not today. You know, I gotta help her move this stuff. My auntie, but he was just making up shit. And I'm it's so fucked up. I get outside, right? And I see him put his phone in the middle console thing, you know, not in it, but like right there in the middle, in the little area where the lighter and stuff is at.
Yeah.
He put it there when I was getting in the car. Of course, he smiled. I'll never forget this day. He smiled at me so pretty. He's like, oh, hi, baby, I missed you. Because he hadn't seen me only in so many hours. It ain't even been that long. It probably was like 12 hours. I don't know. It wasn't that long. I had just seen him the day before.
But you was looking at him knowing what he was just doing.
He was like, I miss you. And I was like, oh, I miss you too, baby. I just pretended like whatever. Kissed him, everything. I never forget this day because I knew, don't say nothing because you did some weird shit anyway. You up here texting him, acting like you're someone else. But at the same time, I just didn't even do it because I just knew I'm just gonna enjoy this day to day.
Yeah.
But because we was about to go on a date. But I texted him while he was driving because he used to me scrolling on my Facebook or whatever.
So you don't think you about to text
he ain't
him?
even caring what I'm doing at the time. And so I texted him again from that number, and I saw it wasn't delivered, and that's how I knew that he blocked that number because I had gotten a car. Because he saw me coming out the house, he blocked her number, whoever she could have been. He blocked it when I came out. That's how I realized.
His phone wasn't going on. So
I knew it because I knew that. Yeah, because he was the type of guy that would try to prove to me he being loyal. He would hook his phone up to the Bluetooth. We would watch stuff on his phone. But then I realized after so many years that he was blocking people that he was talking to when he was with me the whole time.
This
ain't that crazy?
And
that's how I found out, by being a weirdo.
Did he because my thing, what I always wonder about, I mean, I'm sure I could do it once I'm established, but like right now, how I'm at right now, I can't manage my jobs and my brand and everything I got going on and manage multiple women at one. I
feel like you was about to say my bitches because you was like my business.
Yeah, my business.
My businesses.
Yeah,
and my
I can't do both right now.
Yeah, you can't.
I can't.
I know you can't.
I can't do both right now.
You can't.
You know what I mean? So. You know what I mean? So like I can't. So like, I know he was making money. You know what I mean? But like,
yeah, he worked at a plant.
Worked at a plant. He must work with a good.
And I got some tricks that I played games with that too. But I'm one of those people that I don't really care what you call me. I gotta find out if you're real or not. And I knew you wasn't, and I did some weird shit. And guess what I found out? You weird as hell. You blocking bitches.
Guys who loyalty test on girls all the time.
You fucking lying to me.
Would you ever do that? Because guys do. Because like, look, guys that are like super attractive, they got a blue check on Instagram that
they bought,
well known and shit. You know what I'm saying? Guys will sometimes pay them to do a loyalty test on their
That happened to me before.
So they'll pay a guy.
And guess what he's saying now?
What?
He wish he just never had done that. Now he did do it, but he did that at a time where he was being neglectful. He had some getting money nigga, attractive. I was at the mall. He knew I was at the mall. He had a nigga approach me at the mall.
In person? Normally do this
in person. He had a nigga that's crazy.
Work. That's nasty.
He had a nigga approach me. He did it twice. He had a nigga approach me at the mall. The guy played his role so well. I don't know how much he paid him. I damn near want to hit him up. Like, how much did he pay you to act that good?
Yeah.
But then again, I'm sure it wasn't that hard.
Yeah.
And the guy was playing it off too. I was getting shoes, and he was like, "Oh, I was gonna those too for my daughter." But little did I know, he knew I had a daughter already. He knew how to get me with the daughter, and he knew I had a business. At the time, I was doing Juicegasm, which is a juicing business, natural juices, juices that heal you. You know, any sickness you have, this place it'll do it for you. It's been proven. Also, pop-up bar, portable bar,
nice
Juicegasm. Check it out. So anyway, I had that business going. He knew to have him even mentioning that he had an event coming up. He had it figured out. So that's how he got my number, because he was like, "Oh, I got this event coming up," and blah 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 blah. Because he got conversation from me. Because first of all, he was attractive. He was talking about he had a daughter too. He walked up to me with the daughter shit. He knew what to do. He walked up on me like, "Oh, I was just about to grab that shoe for my daughter." He knew because it was a pink shoe. He knew exactly what to say to me because after I figured it out, after I found out everything, I was like, oh,
how good
he
played
knew
his role. He played
what to
his role
say to
well.
me when he walked up to get my attention. And he got my number off the business shit. 2 people got my number off the business shit. 2 attractive men got my number off that. So he knew what he was doing. To this day, that guy, you know who you are, he still want it. After everything, after you've set me up, after you've put a tracker on my car,
Wow,
after everything that you've done, you still want me.
That's the thing I don't get. Like,
as you should.
The thing is, like, you get these bad bitches, right? And you do it to what? Track her on her car? Do a loyalty test? Are you crazy, dog? Because the thing is, maybe I know I'm cocky for this, right? I know I'm crazy for this. Whatever.
That's the story of my life. That's the name of my book. I know I'm crazy for
my
this.
self-esteem is too high, whatever. But like, I know, and maybe it also hurt me because I gave what I call my all to a woman, right? And she wasn't loving, and she wasn't deserving of it, in my opinion. You know what I mean? And therefore, I had to run away. But the thing is, I know what I could be to a woman. You know what I mean? When I tell you that. When I had broke my neck, it was because I was working 65 hours trying to qualify for an apartment for me and my girl at the time. We were 3 years in a relationship. And then I broke my neck 10 days before we moved into that apartment. You know what I mean? And guess what?
Broke your neck.
Literally. Like, all right, so.
I thought people die when their neck gets broken.
Well, I had a broken vertebrae in my neck. I was wearing a neck brace. I mean, I had a broken neck. You know, I did. Like, I was coming home from work one day, and I was working 65 hours.
I can only imagine how bad that hurt.
I fell asleep. I fell asleep behind the wheel while driving home. You know what I mean? I fell asleep behind the wheel. I was sleepy because I was working too much. And then
I've been there.
I woke up, and I overcorrected, trying to avoid to crash somebody, and my car flipped. You know what I mean? And I didn't have a seatbelt on, and the airbags didn't go off, whatever. A car flipped, broke my neck, whatever. The point is, 10 days later, we got to move in. That happened November 20th. November 30th is our move-in date. So I did all that work to get the apartment, got the apartment, but 10 days before we move in, I break my neck. But guess who's still driving a U-Haul or the U-Haul truck, me, with the neck brace on? Guess who's still helping load me with the neck brace on? Guess who's still going to Lowe's and DoorDash and to make the money for the apartment, me with the neck brace on? You know
and she blamed you for being asleep on the wheel.
But it's just
that's
like,
how they be. I mean, that's how we all are. You know, we all be like, damn, are you?
Nah, she wasn't appreciative enough at the time because to me it's like I don't know. To me, if you love a guy, right? Love a guy. You've been with him for 3 years.
Right.
3 years.
Hold him down, bitch.
You know what I'm saying? And
hold him down.
And he broke his neck to get the apartment for y'all. And he got the apartment and is still working and paying half the rent.
Bitch, a nigga can turn into a vegetable.
And
hold him down,
working
bitch.
while in the neck brace. And fucking you while in the
neck
brace.
I would.
Fucking you while in the neck brace. And eating pussy while in the neck brace.
Okay.
You know what I mean? The
hello.
down there with the stiff neck eating the pussy.
Hello.
Right? So I was just joking because I was like, no nigga could be doing all of that.
Bitch, I got a brace on. Come here.
Imagine this.
Come
imagine this. 6 months, 7 months, I'm sleeping on my back because I got a neck brace on. I can't roll. I'm sleeping on my back. On my back for 6, 7 months.
Right.
Eating pussy, fucking going to work, paying the rent.
Ooh.
Never got head for 6 months while in a neck brace. Never got head while in a neck brace.
I should throw this fucking breeze pants. Are you serious?
Yeah, never got head while.
That's wild. You paying a rent and get your dick sucked?
No. While in a neck brace. How you going to work? So to me, it's like, listen.
Turn your phone off, kids.
Yeah.
How you not sucking dick and somebody paying your rent? That's crazy.
It's just,
definitely need to be sucking my dick if I'm paying a rent. That's crazy.
It's crazy. You know
That's
what I mean?
dumb. I'm sorry. You grown. Act like it.
I'm just saying it was just nuts. So I couldn't.
Yeah, that's the dumbest shit. Shout out to her.
So yeah, I couldn't go, and I felt I left her, but I knew.
How's she doing nowadays?
She's still in that apartment that I broke my neck to get. You know what I mean? The thing is, after I left her in the apartment because my mother had a nice house, 4,500 square feet, with a couple of bedrooms. So I could move back to my mother's. She didn't have a place to move back to, so I signed over the apartment. I let her have it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because sometimes it's like I'm just done.
Yeah.
Bye.
Because to me, it's like as I'm proved now, like I worked hard to get that apartment. I'm the one that found that apartment. I'm the one that contacted them. I qualified. I gave my pay stubs, which is why she's still in that same apartment that I got for her, and I'm in another apartment that I got now.
Right.
And I did it again
because we do shit.
We
make moves.
I did it the first time.
Make
you know
moves.
what I'm saying? So yeah, I had to move back with my mom's for a
make
second.
Moves.
You know what I'm saying? But I still did it again because. You know what I mean? I did it the first time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it wasn't that hard to do it again. You know what I mean? But at any rate, yeah, she's doing all right. You know what I mean? She had a little boyfriend for a while. Didn't work out. You know what I mean? Which another thing that bugged me out too, because Fuck it. I'll talk.
Come on, talk about it. Let's talk about it. You got to talk too.
So I was like, listen, now, mind you, by the time we broke up, it was a 5-6 year relationship by the time I broke up with her. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So now, boom, I leave you in an apartment, whatever, same apartment. And now, like a year later, you want to get with this other dude. And like,
I love the New York accent.
You want
a year later.
Yeah.
I can't say it. Wait.
yeah.
I can't do it.
Yeah, later. Now, you want to get with this next dude, right? So, and homie, like, now you was never like just put it, you posting reels with homie on your Facebook type shit.
All this
you know
other shit, right?
Doing all this. I'm so.
I probably already sound like I'm from New York, huh?
Right? Yeah, you do a little bit. You got this.
People say that. I don't
you got
know.
this shit in your bio. Miss his last name loading or whatever.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, wow,
bitch.
I never saw miss my last name in your bio.
I'm just playing, girl. I'm sorry.
I was with you for 5-6 years working in the neck brace, and I ain't never see my last name in your bio. But this other nigga in your.
But that's why men. That's why sometimes men don't want to go far.
Cool.
That's why they don't want to do the extra shit.
I'd be like, wow. And mind you, I swear on my life, God strike me down now. Never in that 5-6 relationship, never did I cheat one time. Not once.
Oh,
never
that's vibes.
Never would I.
Kudos.
I wasn't even entertaining a bitch. And you know how because when I was working at a job, one of the jobs I was working at was a wedding place. It was mad fine service there and stuff like that. I had worked there for 2 years.
Okay.
And after 2 years of working there, my girl was struggling to get a job, and I got her a job there. You know what I mean?
I've been there.
And when I got her a job, not many guys could do this.
We creating hustlers,
right?
and then you gonna hustle and do this bullshit with me?
She ended up getting fired from there anyway, and then I quit because I felt
Stupid
bad. She
ass.
got fired. But at the end of the day, I'm like, look. So not many niggas could work at a job with mad fine bitches for 2 years, and then have they girl come work there. The reason why they couldn't do that is because while they was at that job, they was flirting with bitches. They was talking to this bitch. I was like, no bitch.
How you feel about that?
They I don't know.
About the flirting in the workplace. How you feel about that?
Oh, flirting in the workplace is always going to happen to a degree. You know what I'm saying? But me as the guy in a relationship, I wasn't entertaining. I wasn't doing. Which is why I was saying why I could have my girl come to a job that I was there at 2 years. You know what I mean?
I worked with two
bitches,
boyfriends of mine. We worked together.
Yeah, none of those bitches could. None of them could look at my girl like, oh, your man was trying to do your man was trying.
You was good to her. You was good to her.
I was trying to do nothing to none of y'all.
Good.
None of y'all
good.
Nothing to say. You know what I'm saying? So
proud of you.
But flirting happens in the work happens all the time, especially when you get familiar with somebody.
It definitely do. But sometimes they ain't just flirting. Sometimes it's a little deeper than that.
I'm telling you. Let me tell you.
I've been there, and
I always felt like getting busy with coworkers was a bad idea.
That's why I didn't. I got people I want to give, not people, but I got somebody I would love to get busy with, but I ain't gonna do it because I don't know. I respect this person too much. I want you to be happy. I don't want you fucking with me and dealing with your girl and your problems. So I kind of know I probably could do that. But I just keep it at flirting, maybe a hug or whatever, because them hugs be good. Them hugs be so good, but I leave it at.
I had trouble starting from hugs. That's why.
I leave it there. But
I stopped hugging girls.
Honestly, even this person probably do need to know. I really just be respecting your life. I don't want, if I'm turning you down or if I'm not really like doing what you need me to do, what you want. I'm really making life easier for you. You probably think it'll be easier if you had somebody on side and, oh, she's so whatever. I want to fuck with her. I love her at this point. But I'm just doing it for you. You need to, I'm going to flirt with you because I can't help it. But at the same time, you need to stick with what you got going on. I don't want to make your life hard because I know if I give you this, if I give you this juice box, boy. You're a person type of way. I'm gonna fuck up some shit. You gonna want to see me. You gonna try to make time to get that. You gonna want that. You know.
That's funny as hell. What you call it? The reason why I'm not afraid of women, but like I mostly try to not run from. I just have a respect for women's ability because like I know girls that I know are hoes. Right, I know girls that I know I have no business dealing with for real.
No, I've been there. And I've been there with these niggas.
And the problem is, you could know logically this is not a good choice, but someone could like wear you down in like in certain ways, but it'd be like, I don't like a woman's ability to override your logic with like constant. Like you be like, you know this is about. Why are you doing it? You know you shouldn't be doing.
I mean, but
this.
you know, a lot of women get a thrill off of doing that.
Yeah, but then
It's enticing you.
Yeah,
will get a rise.
You fold it. Why is you folded? Why?
But I like the guy. I like the guy that I walk in and I give him a look and boner. Mm-hmm. That's when I know you want me for real. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You know, we out in public, we somewhere, and you just like, ugh. Yeah. I love that shit. I love it. I hate to love it, but I love that because I just know you really want me. Yeah. You want me bad. Yeah. Because why you doing this in front of these people? For real. You got to hide yourself. You got to wait to get out the car, or you got to wait to just walk again. You got to stand where you at now because you like, if I move, they're going to see. Yeah, I love the guy who is attracted to me that way sexually. Yeah. I love that.
That's.
I'm sorry, I love it.
I'm telling you, man. It's.
I mean, if I like you.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it happens, but I have to like you for it to really turn me on.
Yeah, I feel you on that. So, the last two before I get out this first segment, because I got the time. What you call it?
I know.
Damn, that's a ridiculous question.
What? Ask me the ridiculous one.
Nah. What is? All right, fine.
Ask. I don't care. Ask me.
More ridiculous ones is later, but this one is just like not right. But anyway, so Martin Luther King.
Okay, my boy. Boy.
I think about him a lot of times. You know what I mean? Well, what I do. You know what I mean? He's one of the people I look up to. I do.
Okay.
But as a young person today who fancies himself as a revolutionary, you know what I mean? I use freedom of speech. I give my point of view for a reason. I speak the truth regardless of what cancellation.
Which
yes. I hold my platform. I believe that I truly just want the least amount of human suffering possible. And I don't believe that the current philosophies really lead to that. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? There's a lot of philosophies that sound good in theory, but actuality don't lead to more happiness.
Right.
And to me, feminism is one of them. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
It's like, can a woman do everything a man can do? Yes. Will she be happy doing it? Will she be happy doing it?
No, a woman cannot.
She can't do everything a man can do, but as far as like in the workplace, as far as like in modern day working, because back like she can't like hunt and move things and like she can't do certain things that
she can't move certain things, but she can hunt.
Yeah, how certain things, but
we can shoot as good as you, but we can't lift that body.
Yeah. Well, you can't lift what you killed. You can't get it back to camp. You can't get it back to camp though.
I know. I can be getting the hood out of nowhere, but you can't.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, like, that's like how can a woman provide for a man? Yes.
Yeah.
Can a woman pay for a first date? Yes. Will she be happy doing so though? Will she be happy with a house husband?
Only if she initiated that. But that's whack.
The truth is, in my opinion,
it's whack. If you want to take a man out on a first date, you whack as fuck and you're lame.
That's like a
get your No, let me get this word out. Get your confidence up. If you think you got to take a man out, get your confidence up. You are insecure as fuck if you think you got to come to a man and say, "Oh, let me take you out." Are you crazy?
That's like a woman proposing.
You don't want no man who even okay with that. You want a man that's like, "Girl, I got you. Relax." The fuck? You want a man that's gonna do it because he know you shouldn't be doing it. Exactly. Girl, please. You pay for that first date. You need to leave that nigga right where you saw him.
But when you do pay for the first date or even go Dutch, then most likely it's not a second date.
Dutch shouldn't even be no damn term, no nigga you want to date.
Yeah, it's not.
If that nigga say Dutch, sus,
Dutch.
I hope you skate out the door. What's that bitch name from back in the day who got hit? The hitman.
The hitman.
Ice skating. Remember ice skating back in the day? Our culture. Nancy Kerrigan.
She was a hit.
No. Those two names, I don't know if that's one of their last name or one of their first names, but Nancy Kerrigan, look that up, and you'll see that this bitch knew that this bitch was going to beat her in the ice skating championship. Ice skating,
I remember that, yeah.
And she hired a hitman to hit her in the ankle so she wouldn't be able to skate. Wow. And the nigga did it. He hit her in the ankle. It's on camera. She screamed, "Ah!" But it was connected. They ended up finding out that it was connected to this bitch.
That's crazy.
She literally hired somebody to fuck her up the day of the championship.
Wow.
So she wouldn't win.
That's
but they knew it was some weird shit. Because why would a guy just hit her in her ankle right now?
Random.
Who just gonna hit a bitch in the ankle?
Yeah.
Who does that?
A prize person who's supposed to go perform.
Exactly. So he hit her right there in her ankle, and she couldn't do it. She screamed and she, fell out. Whatever. But
And she won the championship. She won.
I mean, I don't know what happened because I was young.
Yeah.
But I do know that girl who got hit in the ankle didn't, because she was in the hospital and stuff like that. She was fucked up. Damn. But they did research and
later and connected.
Yeah, they ended up finding out that this girl.
So even if she did win, she would have got stripped of her medals, because you don't get to do that and run off into the sunset. That's fucked up. That's fucking crazy. Oh
God, my phone on 1%. Shat.
Bitches is all right. I'll see what I could do for you. Actually,
hey, you gotta charge my phone. But yes,
I got you. Actually,
it was great talking with y'all. I love it.
Yeah, what you call it?
We gotta do this again.
Listen.
We gotta have some topics too. Again, we gotta do this again and have some more topics and talk.
We're not done yet. I'm sorry to tell you.
I know we ain't done yet. I was just saying I want to see y'all again.
I got you definitely are gonna come back here if I could be so lucky to have you again.
I love it. I like the vibes. I like positive shit, energy.
The second podcast is always more fun than the first.
Always. I had the first one would have been just as great if
Yeah. But for the first people, this is their first time with you.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? And they had to
Thank
get to
you
know
so
you.
much, because
problem.
y'all needs.
They got to get to know you. They had to know your upbringing. You know what I mean? So
Yes.
so they can know where this point of view is coming from.
Yes, and I remember everything too last time. Even the conversation after, guys, come talk to your boy. You're gonna get a therapy session. You're gonna get a therapy session.
I remember after too, man. I feel like
it was vibes, wasn't
I really
it?
got to know you. You know what I mean?
I needed it. I needed that.
I really enjoyed getting to
needed that.
to know you. Yeah,
I really did. I tell people about it all the time. They don't know you. Just people I talk to. I'm like, and then after was the real thing for me.
Yeah.
It was therapeutic. Sometimes you just need to speak.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need to tell somebody a story. Sometimes you need to tell people where you come from and why you are how you are.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like the things about my dad.
Yeah.
I remember everything I told you about my dad. Remember the moon?
Yeah.
Remember that shit?
I never forget that. That was crazy. That was crazy.
But it was real. It was for that moment. It was higher. It was people listening.
Yeah, the spirits was there. You know what I mean? For real. You know
the
what
moon
I mean?
never came back out that night. Even when I drove home, I never saw it again.
Wow.
Yeah, because he was proving to you, I am jealous. Remember I told you my stepdad was jealous? Yeah, he is jealous.
That's so funny.
He told me I couldn't date till I was 30. And I was only fucking 12.
Yeah, he was like, that's not about to happen. So.
I was only 12. Shout out to Tommy.
Oh, my God. Tommy was your boyfriend as a 12 down?
No, Tommy was my stepdad.
Oh, Tommy's your stepdad.
Tommy was my stepdad, and he was a great stepdad. He had his crazy moments, but I'm one of those people who can appreciate you for who you are.
Yeah.
He was a great person, though. He was funny. He was perfect in every way, as physically. He was a designer. Like, he'll put a house together. He the type to put a tree here, fish tank here, throw the rocks in that. Had a couch sitting here, put the rug. He was very
visionary. You could see.
Was very.
You could see the space.
I wish I could talk to him as old. He's dead now, but I wish I could talk to him older now.
Yeah.
Because God, the conversation we have.
That's a question I had for you later. I wanted to get into because I always felt like male influences in your life should be a part of the dating process.
Oh, let's ask me, because it's gonna get deep.
Yeah,
because I got many.
I know, but hold on. Before, I'm gonna do it real quick.
I ain't got many.
I'm gonna toast the Charles. Come in, Charles. With the British News headlines. Come in, Charles.
Who?
Charles. Toasting it to Charles.
All right.
Oi, man. Charles here with the news and the headlines to keep you lot informed of what's going on in the world. You understand? Let you know what's happening with the top headlines and all that. You get me? Here we are. First one up here. Breaking news. 7 military personnel were injured in a rocket attack on the Assad air base. You know what I mean? So apparently over the Middle East, we're still having attacks happening here in the air base in Iraq. So things are heating up all across the world as it apparently is here. So yeah, another story here going up here. Here we are.
Charles, ain't here, Prince?
Yeah, man. Prince Charles. No,
Right.
That's what.
Okay.
That's the name for the
I saw his face.
The British. Yeah, man. Yeah, you get me.
He old. That picture was old.
So the Chinese state TV has released footage of China's special forces conducting a training exercise.
What he plan on doing?
So yeah, the Chinese people are they're scooting around. You know what I mean? They have all sorts of technology. It would seem that they have jet surfboards. They're getting ready for wars. It seems. You know what I mean? So yes. So
you like me to do my voice as well? Because I'm very good at that.
I do like that quite a bit, actually.
I've been that way since I was a child. That's another thing that people like to associate me with Nikki, because I will literally talk this way. I've been that way. I've been talking this way forever.
To be honest with you, your voice actually does lend to it very well.
I do it all the time. I can be ghetto too.
One of the reasons I'm a big fan of the British accent is because for me personally, for whatever reason, it rings a bit of royalty in it, doesn't it?
A lot of people, if they see this,
a
lot of people, if they see me talking like this with you, they're going to know, oh, she's been doing this for years.
Yeah.
Years.
Yeah, I love
That's how you say years in British.
Yeah,
you say years.
Yeah, I love that.
So, yes. I've been that way forever.
I'm very appreciative of
I
that.
can still be myself. What? Even that.
Yeah, even that's the thing. That's what I always try to tell people.
Isn't this fun?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, when they ask
so
me,
fun.
boy, man, how are you doing that? how are you doing that and being so natural? And what it is that I'm not putting on a character really. I'm being myself.
So fun.
I'm being myself, but it's just a British version of myself.
Just what we do.
I mean? It's easy, you know what I mean? Just
we can do that. Yeah, you can't.
Yeah, man. Just let it be as natural as possible.
Let us do us, baby.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's fucking lovely, isn't it? You know what I mean? So
it's
yeah, man.
fucking crazy.
The last story you have up here, Iran has detained multiple forces, including the senior intelligence military officials in connection with assassination of Hamas leader in a small. So apparently assassination, yeah, man, at a Hamas leader. There's all sorts of things happening over there. So just as you're all enjoying your American life, just know that there's all tons of war still happening in Hamas and in Israel.
Just know that.
In the Ukraine as well. So World War III is well on the way, and the Chinese people are training with jet surfboards. All sorts of things are happening, so just stay on the ready. For more information...
They should delete that photo of Prince.
Yeah. They
Baby, you're old as fuck now. There's no reason to have a young-ass picture of you looking this way.
Yeah, it's a bit of false advertising, isn't it?
Look at him. Is that him?
I hope not. You know what I mean?
It has to be.
But it is a State Department representative. But yeah, man, for more information on these headlines, feel free to do your own fucking research. And with that, back to you, Charlie. Thanks, Charles. I appreciate that. Thank you very much for the headlines. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. I did.
Oh, that's epic.
Yeah,
that's epic. The switch off from yourself to yourself. I'm a Gemini. I should be doing that way more than you.
Telling you.
I'm always switching up.
I'm a Gemini too, so that's why it's part of.
I forgot.
Yeah. June 9th is my birthday.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So
what a blessing to sit here and be interviewed.
I know.
By another Gemini like myself.
You are very good at it.
Thank
I have to say.
So much.
This is amazing.
I appreciate you.
You know what I mean?
I appreciate you so much.
I love that.
I really do.
You're killing me. It's actually not fair.
Thank you so much, darling. Thank you.
It's ridiculous.
I can't take it. It's crazy. I can't even believe you done that. Like, I was like, is he really talking like that right now? And I do that all day. I've been doing that since I was a little girl, like very small. I used to do this. I would talk this way. I was so I could call my godmother right now. To tell you.
That's actually amazing.
She went to England and she studied a lot of English and there.
Yeah.
And she would talk with me like that, and I can't stop.
Yeah, that's amazing. If I have to give some influence to it, I have to say it's probably Harry Potter is probably.
Oh, I've never read the books. I've seen one movie.
I've actually read 2 of the books, and I've seen all the movies. Yeah,
you're special.
Yeah, that's probably.
What about Twilight?
I did enjoy that as well.
You read the books?
Just one, and I'm.
The way
I'm ashamed to say that.
One, I'm gonna die. Oh my God, you're nailing it. You're nailing it.
Thank you. Yeah, man. I promise you, I've done this for a year straight, man. When I was in high school.
I did all the time.
Talking to people.
I was only a 10-year-old.
Yeah.
when I first done it.
Lovely.
My wow. I love a person who talks my language.
I'm telling you.
I love it.
It is the Queen's English, is it not?
It is the Queen. God rest her soul.
Yes. It is the Queen's
She
English.
was a... Never mind.
Yes, she was.
Next. We won't get into her history.
Long live the Queen.
She was nice the last few years. But girl, please.
So this is...
I can even be ghetto with it. Girl, please.
Yeah, right? So look, this is the brand building segment, right? Where we talk about, where I give it's a shameless plug. So if my guest wants to plug their Instagram, or if they have a business going, or if maybe one of their friends have a business going, you know what I mean? So I
got it.
So let them know.
I sure will.
Let them know where to follow you, or if there's someone you want to shout out, you know what I mean? The brand building segment, you know what I mean? Shameless plug segment, you know what I mean? Get your promotion out there. Talk to the people. Where can
All
they
right,
find,
people.
where
Listen, you
me?
can find me at, don't judge me, but my Instagram is bow down. Type bow down in, and I promise you, my face gonna pop out. But it's bow down to Tianna. Also, the same on Facebook. If you want to email me, you can email me at dollface.tc@gmail.com. Anytime. I do have a business, a lovely business. I like to juice things, and I like to make people more healthier. You can call me Dr. Sevi if you like, because I literally have recipes that will heal certain illnesses, just anything. You might be irritated. I got a juice for that. It's called Juicegasm, and it is spelled an orgasm. I mean,
I see.
gasm is spelled with an S, right?
Yeah.
Versus a Z. Mine has a Z. So look up Juicegasm with an S, or what did I say? With a Z, and you can look that up. You can hit me up anytime. I will heal your mother. Some New York shit. Your mother, your father. I can hook anybody up. Also, you can find me right now at Mad Nice every weekend, Friday and Saturday. Every night you can find me at Mad Nice. My name is Tianna, and I'm going to treat you like I treat my favorites, because that's just how I am. I'll treat you like I treat the president if he comes in. I'm that type of person. I just want you to feel good, and I'm a hospitality type of girl. I don't play about my guests feeling great. So come talk to me. I got you.
Yeah, definitely do. Definitely do. She creates a vibe, and she's lovely to talk to. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
Absolutely. You know what I mean? So make sure y'all go follow her and check her out. And guys, be respectful in the DMs, all right? All right? Well, don't be all...
do what you want, because guess what? I'm only going to respond to what I want to respond to.
Yeah.
I love you, though.
Good. Shoot your shot. Good.
I love you, though. You
good
might be cute.
You.
Hit me up. I am single. I am single.
I don't know what it is,
but I am hard to reach.
Yeah, single but hard to get to.
I'm like a ceiling fan. You need a ladder if you want to change my bulb.
That's funny as hell. That's funny analogy. That's really funny. What you call it?
No faking.
What you call it?
No faking.
Like I said, I got. Like I said, I was saying earlier about how you know that you're not supposed to do something, but like there's a girl at my day job, right, who works at the plant. And she's a hoe. Everyone that's worked there long enough knows that she's like.
How you feel? You like hoes?
No.
Are they like the bottom of your barrel?
I don't.
You won't touch them?
Listen, there is a difference between sexual marketplace value and marriage marketplace value.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Of course.
You can see,
but everybody love a hoe.
You can see a hoe as a fun time. Hoes are a lot of times they have like some of the best personalities to a degree, because like they're used to dealing with guys. They're used to deeling with guys, so they know what guys like. You know what I mean? So when a hoe like you, she know how to get you.
This guy is smart. He said hoes. Wow, we gotta have a whole segment on this. You said hoes have the best personalities. Whoa. That's crazy. Damn.
I'm saying
damn.
That's a little bit true sometimes.
Damn.
But to hang out with though, not for because once you want a
They do.
relationship, but hanging out with, having a fun time with, joking with, hoes are some of the funnest people you gonna be around, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I love that.
But
they are though.
They are. But
the hoes are fun.
the hoes are fun.
The hoes are
They're
a blast.
fun. Yeah, they're a blast. You know what I'm saying?
They're party.
Yeah, but the problem is they don't know when the problem
party's
is
over.
trying to tame one of them. That's the thing. When you try to get them in a relationship, now you trying to get her to not enjoy the fun that she's used to enjoying, and
Yeah,
you're
you
trying
can't
to
change
you're
her.
trying to put structure around her, and she's not. She's used to being free, no structure. So
Yes.
it's a even though she wants that security from a guy, she doesn't know how to sit in that security. You know what I mean? So that's why they say the hoes want to be housewives and the housewives want to be hoes, because they're so free that
No, the housewives don't want to be hoes. The housewives
all they have is structure and
wish
security. They want some
you
of that
right.
freedom. They want
They
some
do
of that
wish they
freedom.
was his hoes.
They want some of that
Because
freedom.
they're like, I just want to be
a little freer sometimes.
I want to send a nigga home sometimes.
Yeah,
Do me.
I want to be a little, yeah, they don't get that. Whereas the whole sometimes is like, well, sometimes I want somebody to be checking for me, want him to be worried about where I'm at a little bit. Like they want a little more structure. So both sides,
God, I'm
both
loving
sides don't
this.
get.
He said, "Oh God, you're right," because everybody want what they don't have.
Don't have exactly.
Right?
So hoes got
Yeah.
all the freedom, no structure, and the wives got all the structure, not as much freedom. You know what I mean? So it's
And
like,
that's bitches for you. They want what they don't have.
yeah,
And guess who ain't like that? Bitch, I don't want what you have unless I didn't know he had you and we already vibed. That's the only way I would want what you had. I didn't know he had you, and girl.
they call it the 80-20 rule. You ever heard of that?
Yeah, it means, oh, she's gonna help with the bills. She's gonna get the groceries. She's gonna take care of the kids. She's gonna love me. This bitch is only gonna fuck you.
Mm-hmm. They say the person you end up with, the person that you,
Sis, that might be all he need. He might can do all of that. And
Yeah.
He just wanna get fucked.
but
You gotta watch it. You better watch it though.
what it be is like the person you with, the person that you end up in a relationship with, do you ever get married with? They probably have about 80% of what you want.
Always.
About 80%.
If you
of
get
what
a
you want.
90, oh baby,
Yeah.
you are winning.
But there's always that 20% that they don't got. All right, now.
Yes, they ain't about to. Ooh, I ain't gonna say nothing because I don't want to put nothing in your head. But woo,
There's something about
that
that
20% is huge.
20
I said, did it rain? No, it's just dark now, and that light is hitting those windows.
Yeah.
But it's I know that 20%.
There's that 20%. So it's like, and that's who you got to decide if are you gonna be
Because
happy?
women deal with that too.
Are you gonna be happy with the 80%? We doing almost.
You want the nigga
get?
you want the nigga to grab you a purse, or you want the nigga who gonna rub your feet and make sure he there for you mentally, chill with you, give you time, help you. Like it's because trust me when I tell you that's what it is. With women, the 20 is the nigga with money who just throw her shit and leave. And fuck her sometime, whatever. But then for the nigga, the 20 is the freak bitch that do all the shit. Da, 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 da.
All right, now look, I'll say that I feel like for the men, you're kind of right as far as like the freakiness. That freak, I feel like the girl that you're gonna marry is probably not gonna be.
Is
as
somebody
freaky.
gonna match my freak?
Yeah, it's not gonna be as freaky as
That's what they are.
But a guy should have no problem teaching. So if a girl will follow your lead,
No,
you
you
might be able
can't teach
to, might be able to
greatness,
get
baby.
her to be a little freaky.
It gotta be in you.
You can.
No, you can't teach greatness, baby. Bitch can be freaky, but she ain't gonna do it like a pro.
But like, look,
You teaching her?
It's
No, you want somebody that's gonna come in and go dumb, and you like, who taught you this?
No, it's not. It's terrifying. It's terrifying. No.
It's not
It's
terrifying.
It's
Stop
a little,
it.
It's not. Because I remember when because I remember when I was in a relationship with Shorty for a while, right?
The same one?
The 5-6 year one,
Right.
that one, right?
Same
so,
one, right.
Well, when I got her, she was 19, and I was like 23 or whatever. She was real young.
So that she
was real young.
You know,
You know what I
you're
mean?
22, 23, and we
Yeah.
19 because I've been there.
Yeah,
The guy that had me at 22 and I was 19, ooh,
Yeah,
he
so,
turned me out.
but no, it was kind of
He turned me out.
because I was a freaky nigga, but I wasn't that comfortable unleashing the freak upon the world. So
Yeah, he was like,
all I'll say is this: long story short, I'll never forget it because it was like a moment in history in my life history, in my brain. I'll never forget a year or two in a relationship. we getting busy, and the first time
We getting busy.
we getting busy. And the first time, because I'm like I said, I'm not a naturally OD aggressive guy. You know what I mean? But it was
What happened?
we in missionary, and she takes my hand and puts it on her neck. And this is the first time I'm ever choking. So I was like,
yes, girl.
I was like, as much as I might have had
She
watched
said,
it,
boy, if you don't grab my neck, so crazy ass. Fuck wrong with you?
And she had it, I'm
She
telling
was
you.
like,
I'm
fuck wrong
telling
with you? Choke me.
Listen, 7 pumps later, I was
That's how I was with a nigga. Boy, if you don't lift my leg up, wrong with you?
I was finished, dog. And I
No,
was
for
like,
real though. One of my girls said that to me. I ain't gonna lie. Years ago, we was still younger, and she was like, "Girl, I fucked blah blah last night," and she was like, "It was alright," but I had to tell her, "Boy, if you don't lift my leg up during that shit, fuck wrong with you?" She had to tell him like, "Boy, fuck wrong with you?"
Yeah. So what that
Act a fool, silly.
I had to learn that little. So what that allowed me to do, because it's like. And this is what I learned. I watch certain things to learn things. And sometimes people ask questions that make you really wonder what's going on. Like, I remember there was this one sex podcast I was listening to, and she had this girl who wanted to get gangbanged, right? So it was a regular girl who wanted to get... Mind you. So it was a regular girl who wanted to get
That made me burp.
Who wanted to get gangbanged, right? And so she was going to set it up for this girl, right? And before she was setting it up for her, she asked her this question. And this question boggled me. It really made me understand. Here's the question she asked her. Here's the extra question.
Whoa.
Here's the question.
She wanted it. Okay.
Here's the question she asked her.
Okay.
Before setting her up for the gangbang. She asked her, do you want to feel worshipped or used? And I was like, wow. I was like, see, that explains a lot.
Go sit your ass
that explains
down, girl.
A lot. That explains a lot.
Go sit your ass down,
that
bitch.
Explains a lot.
Because you don't want to be used.
Do you want to feel
worshipped
or used? You know what I mean?
That word worship. Don't type that in on Pornhub.
Yeah.
Don't you type that in on Pornhub. You gonna see some shit. I've done it.
Let me say, I'm not. See, part of me, like, listen, like. listen. All right.
Listen, Linda.
I'm gonna try to let it go. All I'm saying is
nah.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I love a girl sitting on my face. Something about it. I love it.
Oh my God, Jesus.
Something about it. You know what I mean?
Gonna match my fruit.
You know that's what I'm saying. Like, man, I do get all up in there. You know what I mean?
Okay, I know that's right, and you should as a grown ass man. I know that's right. Do that.
As I tell you, listen. I know guys brag on what they got, but let me tell you something. I won a talent show beatboxing. I can do several accents. This mouth and voice has already gotten 5,600,000 views.
Okay.
And my tongue is like this big.
When I tell you, ladies,
when I tell you I have
hello.
When I tell you I have
pick up the phone.
A talented mouth. When I tell you my mouth is very talented. You know what I mean? I'm not lying to you. I promise you I ain't lying to you.
I know that's right. Talk your shit.
I can stand
Talk your
I
shit.
can stand on business. I've had enough.
Talk your shit.
I've had enough reviews, I promise you.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? I know what I'm doing.
Is somebody gonna match my freak?
I know what I'm doing.
Is somebody gonna match my freak?
That's all I'm saying.
Yes, I know that's right. Tell them.
But before we get into the second part of this, I'm gonna have to. It's 2:20. I'm gonna have to take a quick pee break. I'll be right back.
Same. Me too.
Right back.
Vibes. Ooh, I got a pee too. I do. Ooh, shit. I ain't stood up. Yeah, I feel crippled. see no heads in there. Woo! I needed to go to the bathroom too badly. I didn't even know. Honestly, I was good. But once I got in there, woo!
Floodgates.
She was like, "Come on."
Floodgates open.
Woo.
All right. Back on up. All right, y'all, and we back. All right, like it never happened. A little editing magic, you know what I mean? Not even really gonna notice. You're not even gonna notice for real. You know what I mean? So yeah, we was getting into it. I know the people is mad when I took a bathroom break. I know they was really, really mad, you know what I mean? Because we was getting all sorts of things, you know what I'm saying? So all right, so before I get I'm asking. So can you tell me how male influences in your life and how they shape your views on relationships and dating?
Now that's one of those questions that is like, damn, because I why is my mic? It's like doing a little something. I know a lot of men who were stand-up guys.
Yeah.
But they just still didn't know that purpose of a man. They didn't nail it. They still had things that triggered everyone. You know what I mean? Growing up, my dad died when I was young, like I told you.
Yeah.
I was 3 years old when he died. And then I had my stepdad. He died when I was still 14. So I lost him early.
Oh.
So, my male figures would only consist of maybe my uncle, my grandfather, and, things like that. And but all of those people are dead. I have an uncle still left, but our relationship is real slim. And honestly, I can't think of nothing he taught me. And then I have my brother. I love my brother. My brother is everything to me. But we grew up together. So as a man, we stood side by side.
So he's not like an elder man in your life.
Yeah, but he did teach me something. I always told people that I just want somebody to love me the way my brother loves me. My brother loved me. Like, my brother loved me in a way like he'll have a bitch over. And I remember one time I went to the bathroom or went wherever.
Yeah.
And I came back faster because they thought maybe I would be in there in a minute, but it was quick. I come back and I hear him arguing with her. She's like, "Oh, I thought, are we da-da-da?" He said, when my brother said, when my sister ready to go, that's when the fuck she gonna go.
Yeah.
Period. Like, my brother loved me in a way where ain't no pussy more important than me.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no family. My brother loved me. Like, he fuck with me on a level that's weird. Like, he don't care about none of that shit. You want to spend time, you going to spend time with me tomorrow if you got to. If my sister want to stay here all night,
Yeah.
Bitch, you got to wait. Like, my brother he loved me. He always loved me. He never chose nobody over me when you know what I mean? My brother never chose nobody over me. My brother loved me. My brother always respected me. He always loved me. My brother, and he not perfect. He has ways about him. But this is why I never really get on his ass about shit that's not perfect about him, because he loved me so much.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be that person that, my grandmother would say it sometimes. She'd be like, "Oh, why don't you tell your brother this? He only listens to you." And I would tell her, I'm not going to be the person coming down on him like y'all. You talk shit to him. I'm going to be his sister. I'm going to be his girl.
Yeah.
I'm not about to be the bitch in his ear talking shit. Yeah, I do care about him. And sometimes I think about I should have said something because I feel like he would have listened. But at the same time, I wasn't about to be that for my brother. Yeah. I wasn't about to be the person talking shit to him and telling him what he need to do. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He got a mother.
Yeah.
He got you, my grandmother. And then he got whatever, his auntie. He got other. Why is his sister somebody that he loves so much and respect? Why I got to be that person for y'all? Because y'all can't. Put your foot down.
Y'all can't get through to him.
So that's what it was with him. I don't got a lot of male figures. That's why I'm so strong.
But you were still younger than him. Even though y'all were close, you were still younger than him, right?
Just a year. My daddy was a bad boy. No, it's not a year. It's only 3 months.
All right. But still, cause
my daddy was a bad boy. I thought my daddy was doing him. My daddy was in his 20s. So
what I always say is that, like, I have a little brother who's like maybe like a year and a half younger than me.
Mm-hmm.
And of course my little sister's like, she's 14 or whatever. I do, of all the family members I have in the world, I probably text or call my little brother the most. And
How little is he?
How
little is he?
Like I said, he's only like a year and a half or 2 years younger than me.
Oh, okay, so he's grown.
So he's,
okay,
he's
I didn't
grown.
hear that part. Okay, I got you.
He's grown. But
All
at the
right.
same time, it's like, the way I look at it is like, the elders, if you're older, you have a responsibility to those younger than you. That's how I look at it. You know what I mean? So to me, in my family, those are the only two that are really like old enough or like younger that are under me. You know what I'm saying? It's my brother and my little sister. So to me, to them, I'm their elder. So to me, I have to reach out to them to make sure they're okay.
My
to give them, advice or make sure they're Gucci. You know what I'm saying? Which is I always feel, so I always make me feel some type of way about like my older people, because it's like I know they want me to reach out to them, but at the same time, it's like you know when a young person is adulting, when a young person is first going out into, this is the most
or when you've just been what you've been. You haven't been somebody that person could reach out to. You have to take accountability for that. A lot of people in our family are older, and you don't come. You've never been somebody I could call or reach out to or do anything. I've been a young person. I'm coming up. You're grown.
Yeah.
How you expecting me?
You're more established.
You should be in my life caring about me like my daughter. My daughter calls me all the time. Of course, I'm her mother, but at the same time, I'm concerned with her life. I'm concerned with who she's talking to. I'm concerned with where she's going, what school, who. That's the type of concern a child needs from an adult.
Exactly.
And you might not be this person's mother, but you gotta care. Teenagers don't give a fuck about you. You don't care about them. Teenagers be like, fuck you too.
Exactly.
Like, teenagers be really in their feelings because teenagers are really trying to figure out life.
They're trying to figure out life and they're young.
They don't even know what they're doing. They don't even know that they being whatever they being when they being what they being. They don't know. They're like, fuck everybody, because they just don't know. All they know is that they got all these emotions, all these hormones, everything happening.
But
and they don't know what to do with
it. You're
it.
supposed to be more established and be able to forgive them for where they are in life and still be able to offer them whatever
Absolutely.
wisdom. I mean, so
that's the problem.
When I got family members that are older than me that are mad at me for not hitting them up however many times or whatever, and I'm like, but though that like I am trying to start a business, you know what I mean? And not many of you have tried to do that, so but that's hard. And then also I just moved out on my own and I'm paying everything dolo, you know what I'm saying? So
same.
And once again, not many of you in my family have done that, so that's hard, you know what I mean? Like I said, how many men with the last name Gooden in my family are living on their own in America right now without a woman? I might be the only one, real.
Okay, well, it is what it is.
I'm just saying. It is what it is.
It is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. It is what it is.
I'm just saying.
Because what?
You know what I mean? I'm just saying. So
yeah, I know that. I know about general curses.
Yeah.
I know about that. I'm the only woman that went to prom before my daughter.
Wow.
Okay, my sister too. Me, my sister, and my daughter, we went to prom. My mother, my auntie, and my grandmother, they didn't go to prom.
All pretty ladies didn't go to prom.
They didn't go to prom.
Damn.
I don't know what happened. I forgot, but I know that us three, we went.
I love the men in my family, and I respect them. You know what I mean? But
yes, and we love our family. It is what it is, though. Can we speak our truth?
Yeah. But my truth is, I feel like a lot of men in my family live off women. Or either live off. They got a girl. They got a girl that's like a professor, or they got a girl that's like makes mad bread and owns the house. You know what I mean? Even my mother, she bought the house. She's house is in her name, not her husband. So I'm just saying, like a lot of guys in my family, like it's like, but which man in my family is trying to buy his own house in his name? Which man in my family is like moving out, like on his own, like standing on his own square, his own business? You know what I'm saying? So there's not that many of them in my personal family. You know what I mean? So to me, it's like I want to take care of a woman. I don't want to be living off of a woman. I want to take care and provide. I take pride in providing for a woman, because there's so many guys that I see that are okay with their women providing for them. Like,
absolutely.
Like, I understand you do your thing, man, but I can never that's what I was explaining to my young dude. I was telling him about psychologically attractive. There's some women who are physically attractive but are not psychologically attractive. The headspace that she's going to put you in when you're her man is not going to be
But if she got both, oh my God.
But if she got both, that's so rare.
My God.
But what I always say is, all right, here's one thing I'll say, right? So I always say this. Tell me how you feel about this.
All right.
Women control access to sex, as in, like, unless you're like a crazy rapist guy, whatever. Women control access to sex. Men control access to relationships and marriage. What's your opinion on
that? No. It's the complete opposite.
You think so?
If a guy wants to fuck you, he know exactly what to do to get there. If he want a bad bitch, a rich bitch, whatever type of bitch a guy wants, he know exactly what to do to get there. But it's about having the energy to do so. Mm-hmm. You know? And then with the women, you said, what was it?
What I said was women control access to sex.
Right.
And men control access to marriage. And
with marriage, a woman knows exactly what she needs to do to be chosen to be married, but nobody has the strength to do these things. That's what you got to look at on these topics, is that everybody knows what it takes. They're not strong enough to do what it takes. Mm-hmm. Like me, I'm not married, and I'm going to tell you why. It's because I'm not going to shut the fuck up. Mm. I'm not going to do what you say. I'm not going to let you run me, but at the same time, I'm willing to shut the fuck up for somebody who really worth that. But am I though? Why do I even need to shut the fuck up? I want a man who I just can be me with and who causes me to behave. Yeah. No. That causes me to behave. Mm-hmm. A guy that naturally I can be like, let me chill on that. You know, I trust him. I know he's good. Yeah. You know, sometimes you don't trust people, you know, and you become this person. But I really feel like it's the opposite. Women have the control to be chose to be married, and men have the control to get sex. It's just all about how you. We can gotta control it, right?
But the way I look at it is like all right, I agree to a certain extent, like, because men, if that's their goal, if we're like, we want to charm this woman,
we'll do what we got to.
Her to give up her power, her sexual power, to let me hit. I can do dates, charming, attention, overflow. I can do everything that I think is necessary.
See how he know what it takes
to get to get
you know what it takes.
You know what I'm saying? Get the box. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly what I'm telling you.
But at the same time, to get a guy to give up his power, which is his, or to offer you his, because to me, to offer his security, his provision, to really take responsibility for your entire existence, your survival, because to me, I don't think modern women really, I don't think modern guys understand. I don't think it's the same. See, when a guy back in the day used to be like, you're my woman, to me, a man's position, in my opinion, I know I'm traditional for this. I swear to God, I wish I was born 50 years ago. But to me,
do you?
Yeah, I do. Even with the racism and everything, I swear to God, I wish I was born 50 years ago.
Because you probably would have been good still.
Yeah, I would have been.
Like me,
good.
I probably would have been good. I would have been in
Gucci. I'd have been Gucci.
I would have been places that other black people would have been like, what the hell? How the hell she getting here?
So to me, in my opinion, a man's place is between the world and his woman, to put it simply. Between the world and his woman, he stands here.
Okay.
So whether it's environmental stress, the beast, whether it's the weather, whether it's other men coming to take over the village, whether it's bills or whatever the world the world is throwing at it, it's the man's. The man stands, but the woman is not supposed to. If he's a good enough man, he will make sure that his woman does not feel the stress of the world. You know what I mean? Of survive.
Fact.
So that allows her to take care of the house, take care of his lineage, his family, to support him. You know what I mean? But in order to do that, you have to make her not worried about the world. Is she worried about bills? Is she worried about retirement? Is she worried about
her life
income?
has to be easier than it was?
Is she worried about it? Yeah, that's why I said you have to be in your maximum masculine to put her in her feminine, because she has a lot of things to worry about. You know what I mean? And if you can't address all of her worries, if you can't address everything she's worried about, if you can't give her that security, you know what I mean, then you can't expect that submission. You know what I mean? Because the submission you're asking for.
Hello, and that's another subject.
Yeah.
Submission.
Submission.
Submission is that's a whole nother subject.
Because you know what they say?
These hoes ain't doing that.
You know what they say? They say submit to what? That's their question. And that is a valid question.
The king.
Submit to what?
And you need to look up the definition of a king. If you need to submit to a king, sis.
But if you truly meet a king and you're
and he shouldn't submit to you, he should take care of you.
He takes care, yeah. But at the same time, some guys like to abuse their power, their power. You know,
I knew it was a P word. Privileges, power.
Yeah, privileges, their power, their. Because at the end of the day, how I feel about it, and I think this is the truth, honestly.
What?
Beauty, as far as female, which one is, as far as business, we're talking supply and demand.
Okay.
Supply and demand. Which one is in greater supply? Great provider, affluent, strong men, or beautiful women? To me,
beautiful women
are in far greater supply.
Yes, a lot of beautiful
than
women.
These great 1% men that'll really
shout out to my beautiful
shoulder
bitches.
you know what I'm saying? So
y'all fantasy.
That's why when I look at a couple like Beyonce and Jay-Z. If Beyonce,
one of my favorite couples, I know they got problems.
Yeah, of course, but they stick together.
But damn, they know how to talk about it.
But Beyonce,
they know how to talk about them problems.
Beyonce having to replace Jay-Z versus Jay-Z having to replace Beyonce. Now,
wait, let's get into it. What? Because they both gonna have problems.
They both gonna have problems.
You cannot replace.
You're not about to get another Beyonce. You're right.
You think you're gonna get another Jay-Z? Are you crazy?
You're not gonna get another. No.
Oh.
The thing is this.
I was like, he crazy right now if he thinks so.
I think that
Beyonce is Beyonce.
I think Beyonce is easier to replace than Jay-Z.
No, Jay-Z gave her way more than she ever gave him.
Yeah.
I'll tell you why. It's interviews. You can look it up. Jay-Z was already the number one rapper in this world at the time.
Oh yeah.
He already just is who he is. Don't
Already
nobody sound
pimpin'.
like him.
Already big pimpin'.
Don't nobody look like him. Jay-Z is Jay-Z. Okay.
Brooklyn.
Nobody can replace that. She cannot find another Jay. That's why she is with Jay.
Exactly.
You can't find him.
You can't find another Jay-Z, dog.
He is the top of the top.
Like I said, Beyonce is very beautiful and very
even the
very
top
fantastic.
rappers nowadays. You are who you are, but you ain't Jay-Z.
You ain't Jay-Z.
You ain't Biggie, and you ain't motherfucking Tupac.
Yeah.
And you better know it.
Yeah.
You're not these people, and you're not none of those niggas from New York.
Yeah.
A lot of those niggas that we know.
A lot of them.
That are top tier.
And it's a different cut. It's different.
What's his name? Scarface or
Ghostface and all them guys. You can't.
You ain't these people. You never will be.
One of the reasons.
She'll never find a replacement. She know that.
Yeah, you can't replace a Jay-Z.
And that's why she married him. That's one motherfucker that is top tier over
and
that ass.
Think about them both as single
know
people. Think about them both as single people, though. Hypothetically,
he always
hypothetically, they're both single today, right? To me, like I said in the clip that came out in the last day or two.
Hypothetically, and what?
Jay-Z's dating pool is this big. As far as the women that he has to pick from to be his next wife, the dating pool is this big.
It's not. You think so?
No, as far as like.
No, as far as hoes, he could fuck.
He could pick.
As far as hoes, he could fuck.
No, but even the wife, even wife quality women. But he could get almost any. Like if there was another.
Yeah, he could get any bitch. But on his level, somebody that's actually gonna like, not just his level.
Who could Beyonce even follow Jay-Z up with?
It's not about status. It's about chemistry.
You think so?
Hell yeah. Hell.
Because let me tell you something.
Hell, you know what Jay-Z brought to Destiny's Child? Do you know what Jay-Z brought to Destiny's Child?
I give it you right.
He brought swag.
You're right about
Destiny's
that.
Child was very innocent until he came along. When Jay-Z came along, he gave them edge. He said, hey, say cuss, bitch. Say something. Like, he gave them streetness. Beyonce coming from a family that already had money.
Yeah.
They say things. Everybody have struggles. And I know they had struggles, but at the same time, y'all lived in a nice-ass house.
Exactly.
Y'all, the house behind Beyonce, when she was a little girl with Solange, I saw it. That house was beautiful. That was a house that people are saving to get. Y'all was been there.
You can't beat growing up in the hood. Like, I know growing up in the hood
Jay-Z didn't have that house when he was her age. There's no videos of him as a child.
It gives you a certain
There's no
hustle.
videos.
It gives you a certain,
are you hearing me?
Yeah.
There's no videos of him as a child because he was poor.
Yeah.
His mama don't got videos.
It ain't about to happen. Nah.
Beyonce got videos because her daddy was a boss, been a boss. Her mother was a hairstylist, been that. Her mother made clothes, been doing that. Before she was even able to perform, her mama was a hustler. Her parents been hustlers. That's why, and beyond, they were lucky because even though they were hustlers, we're not going to take away from her talent. She happened to be talented with hustling ass parents. But her daddy stole privileges to manage.
But as a guy, when I think about it, though, really looking for a wife, when I think about it, though, you want your guy maybe not to necessarily, he could have good character, have a good heart, but you kind of want him to have had struggled for a little while.
And I wanted my kids to have struggled, too.
Yeah, because that struggle teaches him how to survive and be alone and, like, stand up on his own too. No one else to help you.
You should see my kids.
You gotta come up with it on your own. No one's gonna help you, dog. You gotta figure it out.
You gotta fall.
And you want a guy that's went through that and be able to build. But at the same time,
you want some people that see you fall and be like, "Get your ass up." And let me finish. You want people to be like, "Get your ass up."
Yeah.
And they watch you for a minute. They see you struggle. They see you grabbing shit, trying to get up, and then. They still watch you struggle, even though you grabbing on shit, you can't even get it.
That's a father, though. That's a father. A mother will help you.
But then, after I see that you've struggled, and you've tried, and you on one leg, and you dragging, and you trying, and you can't get up, that's when I'm going to pick you up. Because I know you need it. But I am not going to let you live life. Like my son, you should see my 10-year-old. He is oh God! Today, just to give you an example, today I told him, I'm gonna go to a new job. I'm gonna get a interview or whatever. He said, a new job. He was like, good job. That's what he said to me. He said, new job, good job.
Aww.
A 10-year-old. My son is so fucking clever at the same time as him being whatever. He's clever. He said, good job.
I remember my mother. I said this in another. I never thought about it today. She brought it up like growing up by a single mother taught me to be a little bit selfless. I remember one time I was a kid and I didn't like pickles, and I remember holding my mom's hand in a grocery store one time, and I remember looking up at her face and just seeing her stressed out. My mom's face.
And you cared. You're like, what's wrong, mommy?
And I didn't even say. I was thinking in my head.
I know, but in your mind.
Yeah, in my mind, I was like,
what's wrong, mommy?
I don't like pickles, but I was like, if that's all my mom could buy me was pickles, I'll eat it to make her feel happy. I was just thinking like, I'm not that I can't do much to help my mom. So what I can do is be.
Oh, she bought them.
Be not a burden.
How was she looking about it? Was she?
She wasn't even about. No, I was just thinking like, that's why I was never a picky eater. That's why I was never a picky eater. You know what I mean? Because I was always feeling like I don't want to stress my mama. My mom has to feed me. So if I'm a picky eater or if I do that shit outside, I was like, I'll eat like anything. Because
guess what? I never thought that, and I just ate what my mother. I already was on that tip. I was just like, whatever
she makes you. I was
just a hood baby. So
I wasn't going.
She wasn't getting me no Twinkie.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna make her life harder. You know what I mean? So I was taking myself out the equation to make her happy to a degree. So what I want to ask you is, do you date online? What's your favorite dating app?
I dated one person on Facebook years ago. I never meet people on apps because they always were weird. Back in the day, what fucked it up for me was, sorry y'all. What fucked it up for me with the dating apps was Black Planet. I met this guy. He was so attractive. Conversation was great, right? Baby, when I tell you when I met him, he was this tall. He was way little. I'm talking about little. I could pick him up and take him home and put him in a fucking bassinet. He was so fucking tiny, but online you could see his chest. Him, this when I first learned about
angles.
I thought he was fine, and we was having he had a great screen name at the time. This is my thoughts.
Yeah,
I met him and we met at McDonald's. That's number one. It was years ago. I was in college still. But we met for a lunch break. I told him, I'm at McDonald's, and I told him what area I was in. He was like, I'm about to pull up on you. And so don't think he invited me to McDonald's. I was there. He pulled up on me. And he was so little. And no, I never talked to him again. He never saw me again after that because I just felt like why didn't you? Your page has no photos of you being short.
You gotta know.
No,
that.
he was too little though. I'm talking about like a little.
How tall? Stand up for a second. Stand up for a second. How tall are you? You're not super tall. So he was tall. He was short.
No, he was little. No,
he was like down here or something.
You listen. You're short. I get it. Well, how tall are you?
I'm not that. I'm like 5'7".
No, he was little. I'm talking about. I looked at him down a little bit.
Yeah.
He was just a little bit shorter than me. Like he was where it says Charlie on your shirt. He was there.
Nah, you can't do that.
No, I'm serious. I looked at him and I was like, "Oh God, how dare you!"
That's like girls playing. That's like girls playing for the first.
I didn't hold him.
I appreciate that.
I just never talked to him again after that.
I let it go. There's been a couple trees.
I was so mad.
There's been a couple trees I wanted to climb. You know what I mean? And matter of fact, the girl I was with 5-6 years, she was like a half inch taller than me. You know what I mean?
That's not a problem, but he was super small.
Yeah, but even that half inch is a problem. I'm gonna tell
you ever had a bite-sized Snickers? Have you ever been trick-or-treating?
Damn, you ain't called
Have
him
you ever
a bite-sized Snickers.
Have y'all ever went trick-or-treating and you get the little one?
Yeah.
That's way smaller. The regular one is this big. The bite-sized one is like a little square.
All right, speaking of size. All right.
Oh my God.
Since we going there.
Oh God, what?
You know what I mean? All right, so according to statistics, all right.
Statistics.
The average erect penis in America is
Oh no, I don't. What?
4.7 inches to 5.7 inches. That is the average erect. So if you have 6 inches, you could technically mark yourself as slightly above average because according to statistics, you are. Now, amongst the black community, you probably still lacking, dog. But the problem, the problem is, so I say that to say, since we talk about sizes, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Like the height, I always say the height.
Let's wait for this question.
The height and the pipe are two things that the guy cannot control.
The height and the pipe. Ooh.
Two things.
Those two sound good together.
Two things you're born with: the height and the pipe. Does not relate to the might. I had to say that.
What's the question?
So what I'm saying is this. So when you're dealing with because I asked you for your hard maintenance or high maintenance, are you hard to please? So when it comes,
I'm very hard
when it comes
to please.
to size, what about is it hard? Is it size that makes it hard to
please,
or is it the person?
Me, I'm just hard to please. Like you gotta figure my body out. You have to know what you're doing. Like I'm not one of those people you come and do what you usually do. You're gonna come to me and you're gonna look at my body. And you're going to be with me and you're going to see my reactions and you're going to know, no, that ain't work for her. You gotta figure me out. You cannot just come to me doing what you're used to doing. You have to figure me out. You have to.
And they have to figure you out. You're not because you're not gonna give them a roadmap.
A lot of women don't know. Siri, a lot of women don't.
A lot of women are very tricky about that. You know what I mean?
Siri. You're not about to be like, "Hey Siri, how do I make her come?" No.
Yeah, because for example, like the fact that my ex had to put my hand on her neck versus other girls after her when I choked them off the rip. See, now
what?
Now off the rip.
What?
I'm gonna say because she created a monster. So all I'm saying is this: like a girl having to put your hand on her neck versus a girl.
It's totally different.
Versus you just
versus
choking.
a guy just grabbing you.
Yeah. Because I've had a girl. Because here's the thing, she created she created a bit of a monster with that joke. I didn't know I was gonna like it. She started doing it right, and then I had met a girl one time that I talked to her about it before. She told me she didn't like it. I did it to her anyway. Right,
and she was
at the time, I couldn't get a clear reaction out of her, but she wasn't telling me no, right? And then the time after that, we did it, and I wasn't doing it. She put my hand on her neck, and I was like, this is the second time. I knew it. What is it? Now you like to be dominated. Cut the bullshit.
Yeah, because we like to feel.
And I met another girl one time.
It's like, come here,
And she was like, and I was like, yeah, but the Me Too movement is real. But I've learned a lot. It's like. It's gonna take a lot of. I still gotta. There's more for you. You still got to think about it.
Whoa.
You know what I mean? But yeah, I learned that it is with women, though, as much as this advice is dangerous to give to men, to be honest with you, with women, in my experience, it's easier to ask for forgiveness than permission and more attractive. A woman will forgive you for trying. A woman will forgive. If you try and you make your attempt, she'll forgive you. She'll be like, you're a man. You tried. You're going to try, right?
Okay, wait. Okay, keep going.
She might forgive you for trying as opposed to you asking permission. The clearest example I could give to you of this is you're on a date with a girl. You're on a date. She's at a date with you, right? Y'all getting real close, right?
Right.
I know because I've done both.
I know. I love both.
It's asking, can I kiss you versus just kissing her. Now, I've done both and have had a good reaction from both. But at the same time, I'm thinking
which
about...
Which one do we like more?
Which one turns on the woman's psyche more?
Ooh, the one who kissed us.
Yeah, exactly. Because that's the...
But you have to know that she wanted to kiss you.
You have to know. You know what I mean?
You have to know that she wanted to kiss you. Mm-hmm. That's the only way it's going to work. If you just kissed a bitch and you know she don't like you, you're dumb. But if you saw her looking at your mouth...
Yeah.
And you kissed her?
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to talk about that to our girl. We got our best friend might be tired of us talking about you. But yes. The one without the warning.
So it's like, it's hard to tell young guys. I'm like, you just
made me think about something. I hate you. You just made me think about the time that happened to me.
Yeah.
I hate you.
But girls kind of...
Why you got that in my head now?
Girls kind of like when you take it, dog.
The last time that happened to me was recent. It happened to me in December of 2023. I didn't expect it. We were talking. I met him outside somewhere or whatever because we were inside. We were at an event. I come outside and... he hugged me, but then he looked at my mouth, and then he kissed me. And I didn't expect it, but it was the best. I was like, I wanted to, though. I wanted him.
Yeah,
you know? So the times that a guy asked me, it's like, I don't even remember that. That was lame.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. You can't be...
I'm sorry,
it is. So I had
my baby's underage. Don't take it too serious. This ain't for you, motherfucker. Calm down, little girl.
I'm
talking about, it happened to me recent. Like I said, that's recent to me because I don't, it was December. It was a while ago, but it was still recent.
It happened. Like I said, it happened.
He didn't ask, and I was so happy he did it.
I'm telling you.
And no, nothing came out of that, but
because
things be like that.
To me, the way how I looked at it as women are very psychological and women are very emotional.
Mental.
Right? Mental. Very mental. So the thing is this. Two things I learned about women, to a degree, right? Most times I'm dealing with women, if I'm really dealing with them, even if I feel like they should know that this is no way this situation could actually happen, she's still expecting, for some reason, she's pretending like this is going to lead to a relationship, this is going to lead to, this is her forever after, right? So, and I'll be not expecting that.
Yeah,
right?
We think every guy is our husband, right?
For real.
Every
right?
time.
And at the same time, it's like, all right, but, I'll be okay with that, but the thing is like, what was I gonna say? You expecting it to be forever? You know what I mean? And
that sounds so good. Forever. That sounds so good, but it's never that.
Yeah. But at the same time, it's like I don't want to seem like a bad person. That's why I had to stop. I was gonna say earlier, I never messed with a girl that I worked with. Ever at any job that I worked with until the job that I work at now.
Damn.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I had a long career.
And how was that?
Bad decision.
Why?
I knew my whole life not to do it, and then what happened was
you better not post it. She's gonna see it.
Whatever. I did it once or twice at this job, and
it was good though.
Listen,
it was fire.
It was exciting. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, women are more emotional than men, and I've learned.
Oh,
this.
she got in her feelings about what?
Yeah, two times the girls getting it. I don't even be doing nothing to them, but it's just.
So one time you've done this?
No.
Oh. There ain't nothing wrong with it.
But like my thing.
But you said it started now, so I thought one person, but then I was like, wait a minute.
I'm not good at turning down pussy. It's a new muscle. I never had to worry about that before I started this podcast. Ever since I started this podcast, I've had certain people come at me and like,
I know that's right.
I've never had to turn down pussy, so I'm not good at it. So there might have been times where like something was thrown at me and I was like rolling with it before I was
good,
like,
good.
Then I was
it's healthy to turn things down.
But then I had to learn.
It's healthy for you because you have to know your worth. And sometimes men think because women is whatever's going on. A lot of men don't know their worth.
Yeah.
It's you definitely as a man got to turn some shit down sometimes.
And let me tell you something. That I experienced. And
Ain't that right, fellas?
It's sad.
Got to turn something down.
My body count is low. I don't even like saying what my body
count is. Aw, little boogie.
My body count is lower than literally
how many hands?
Almost everyone that I've. All right, I got past 2 hands, but I'm not past the 3rd hand yet.
Okay,
you know what I mean.
All
so
right.
I'm
yes,
I'm
exactly.
right. My body count is very low, but lower than almost everyone I meet. But the thing is this, but because of that, I'm still learning to a degree, like women's like decision making. Like the women's psyche to me is still so much of a mystery. You know what I mean? A lot of it is a mystery. I never quite understand. You know what I mean? I had put your phone to charge because it was on 1%.
Oh, thank you.
I seen it was dead, so I took my phone off. Took my phone off the charger to put your phone on charge.
I can see it from here. It's not my kids.
Yeah, that ain't ringing at you. You know what I'm saying? But
it's not my kids.
Right, that's all that matters.
Because they got pictures. Anybody important got a picture. So.
Right, I feel you.
It ain't them.
That's true. You know what I mean? But yeah. So
okay, nope. Keep walking.
I've had to turn, like I said, all I said is I've had to turn down pussy, and it's not easy. But at the same time, it's like you have to weigh like.
How do you turn it down?
Huh?
How do you turn it down? Sometimes somebody got to interview you. How you turn it down?
I make excuses. To be honest, I take the L.
All right.
I either be like, I can't get it up, or I be like,
oh my God! If a guy says, I've never heard that.
Yeah, or I'll be like,
oh, you know what? I got one better for you. I've never seen that.
yeah, right.
Oh, it's getting up, honey.
Yeah.
It's coming up, honey.
It'd be like,
I ain't never had that. I never had these things. Yeah. I never been rejected, and I never had to deal with that.
Yeah, nah, like it's not easy. It's not easy
not
because
being able to get it up is crazy. I'm sorry, if you have that issue. If you got inbox me, bow down to Tianna. If you got a question, I'll help you. But I never seen that one. I never seen no guy not be able to get it up.
I've lied about that to keep it in my pants. I was hard, but I was acting like I wasn't like. And then one time, here's what happened to me. Here's what made me really slow down. I experienced my very first, and I only thought it was on like a theory. I thought niggas just talk shit about this. You know what I'm saying? But I never experienced in real life what they call a blown out pussy, right?
Oh,
what they call like a pussy that like got no walls or nothing.
You call that a hallway?
A hole. I've never
hot dog going down a hallway.
I never experienced that, and it took me a few times to realize that was what I was actually dealing with. You know what I'm saying? But like, what happened? Because I was always drunk when I was there. But one time I was sober. And I stuck my fingers in there.
You hear that? New York, sober.
I was sober, and I realized I stuck my fingers in there, and I was like, yo, you can't feel nothing, dog. I was like, you put your finger, and it's like you feel the ring, right? But when you go like this, you don't feel, your finger don't touch nothing, dog. Imagine that. You feel the ring, but your finger don't touch nothing. Like, you don't feel nothing
that
in
is
there.
the craziest shit I ever heard in my life.
That was
you don't feel no wall?
That was the first time.
They're not closing in?
They're
not swallowing
swallowed. That was the first time I ever wanted to ask a girl if she had a guy fist her before. I never had that question in my actual head in real life with a woman. But I was like, did some nigga fist you or something? I almost said it, but I didn't.
What type of bitch was this? And how long ago was this?
unfortunately, it was not that. It was within the last year. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, my God.
Like I said, I'd never experienced
that right
this.
there sounds so disrespectful to the man. Why you got me sliding in this pussy and you know that this is a fucking hallway? This ain't even a pussy at this point.
I've never had that experience in my whole life.
Oh,
you know what I mean? And after experiencing that, I was like,
his dude's big? That's
this is
weird.
terrible. This is terrible. You know what I mean? And it's like,
wait, but you better be packing.
You got to be with that. But the thing is weird. It's like, she was still coming, according to her. You know what I mean? But like,
yeah, I've been there where the dick was whack. Of course they're gonna come.
But you know what I'm saying? She was still
your
coming.
Shit good.
She was still
I'm
coming.
talking about her.
Yeah. She was still
coming. Of course
coming.
these people gonna come.
But like,
because they know how to get themselves off too with you. They feel you. You know, they do what they do.
Yeah, but I couldn't.
I
couldn't feel a lot of anything. You know what I mean?
Oh my God.
It was terrible. It was
feeling. That's weird.
I've never experienced that before.
I watch porn, and I've heard people saying that, like, "Oh, this is tightening up on it." So I know that people like that. You know,
I guess up until that point, I've only ever had good pussy.
If it ain't tightening up on that, you need to just leave. You need to abort the mission.
Yeah, and I've experienced one time was what I call shallow pussy. You know what I mean?
Shallow pussy?
Yeah, because that's when
Explain that to me.
That's when I learned that pussies vary in size the same way dicks do. You know what I'm saying? Because like, I ain't gonna lie, much as I'm Jamaican, you know what I mean? I'm not giving you 12 inches though. I'm not coming with all of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because 12 ain't necessary.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Even though I got a good amount. But the thing is, this is a shorty that like, I had some left out already, and I could feel only with about 3 or 4 chicks have I ever felt like their cervix or feel like that hard bone that's in the back of the pussy, like you in there, you feel like that little.
I never heard no
thing.
Man say that.
You know, there's like a hard part. If you get deep
I know.
enough,
I got one. I know what you mean.
There's a hard
but
part.
But I never heard
there.
a man like say that.
Yeah, normally you hitting pussy and it's all soft in there, but sometimes
you get to the back.
You get deep enough, but there's something hard back there, right? And this shorty, she had what I call a shallow pussy because I was barely getting in there. She'd be like, like, and I could feel.
Oh, God, I got lipstick on your microphone. Yeah. Okay, keep going.
And I could feel it. I could feel that it was. I was like, wow, her pussy not that big. That's what I was thinking in my head. I was like,
this one a 12 by 12.
Yeah, this is a little pussy.
It's a little house.
A little pussy. This pussy ain't dealing with nothing.
It's a studio apartment.
And that's the. I remember. I only ever, like I said, some things. Because I'm not as experienced, I've heard guys talk about.
That's how I felt,
but I think that guys.
That's how I feel about niggas with little dicks.
Yeah,
I was like, wait, why? You know, and then I get someone that's not crazy big, just big.
Yeah,
and it felt like they couldn't get in there.
Exactly, it was different.
They
you know what I'm saying?
Get in there.
So I heard dudes say
they can't get in there.
I heard dudes say shit like, she can't take dick, you know what I mean? And I'd be like, that's crazy.
Boy, you better be happy.
What you mean she can't take dick?
Boy, you better be happy.
Until I met a bitch that really couldn't take dick. She couldn't take a lot of dick. I was wearing her out, dog. You know what I mean? And I was like, never in my life that I had to deal with this. But like, I feel like experience is important for men, you know what I mean? Because I remember when the first time I had sex with a chick, I lost my virginity to her. I came in like 3 pumps. You know what I mean? And I had no confidence in myself to please a woman because I'd never made a woman come to my knowledge. You know what I mean? But to me as a guy... At that time. But once, like, I've made, like, 2 girls squirt. I've made girls come, like... So at this point, I'm like, all right, now I judge it as sexual compatibility. You know what I mean? Because I'm like...
Because that's what it's really about.
Yeah, because my dick has worked for other women. But sometimes, depending on what you're doing, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It ain't, you know what I'm saying? And let's be real, dog, because I've watched porn, dog. Listen. These toys that's out here, dog, is not human-sized toys.
Shitting.
If they're dealing with certain
I ain't
size,
a toy girl.
If she's certain fucking with certain amount of size toys, she can't. The fact that she would put that same pressure on a dude to do like listen, dog, it's not
you
fair.
Better grab that toy and be like, girl. Fuck you talking
and
about?
I had a girl like that one time, but I still couldn't fuck with her because she told me that it was hard to make her come. And she told me that because she even admitted that she uses a lot of toys, right? But it was weird because she also said that she sucked a lot of she sucked dick well. So it was weird.
She suck a lot of.
It was almost like
dick well or a lot of dick.
Well.
Okay.
But to me, it's both.
Yeah, it had to be because
you had to practice.
It ain't gotta
you
be
had
a
to
lot, but you gotta. As a grown woman, I've had some practice.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
You have to practice.
Exactly. You know what I mean.
You don't just know if you know how to your first time. I don't know what to tell you. That's weird.
You just built like that.
Says you nasty. Says you out of control.
Because even with eating pussy, right? Like I love pussy, right? But
I bet you do.
Yeah.
Right.
But even now, the first couple times eating pussy, I had to get used to all the juices that pussy produces. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I remember guys hype up 69 all the time until the first time I was actually in a 69 with a pussy above me. Let me tell you something, bro. Let me tell you something.
A pussy above
when a pussy is above your face, bro, and it's hot and heavy, let me tell you what happens. Dripping in your nose. You're drowning. You're done. What are you talking about? It's everywhere.
Okay, I never had it.
It's
okay.
everywhere. Like pussy
What the hell?
Pussy wet. The juice is just coming out of there, and it's...
Guys, if what he's saying right now ain't getting you ready to have a bitch pussy heavy on top of you, you gay.
But here's the thing. I had to... When we eating the bitch's pussy, you know how a nigga want a girl to swallow his whatever, receive whatever.
Right.
When a nigga eating pussy, you kind of got to swallow too, to a degree.
You have to swallow
because there's a lot coming out of that pussy. There's a lot coming out of that pussy.
Why wouldn't you? That's
there's
crazy.
A lot, you know what I mean?
You better swallow that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So the thing is, I gotta.
Why are you even eating it if you don't want to eat it?
Yeah.
Why are you eating it if you don't want to eat it? That's crazy.
Exactly. You know what I mean? So, but I've when I first couple of times eating pussy versus now.
You chewing tobacco or eating pussy?
I love it now.
Spit it out.
Now I'm a fan. You know what I mean? Long as it.
Okay, you get it.
Long as it smells good, it's not a problem. You know what I mean? But
smell and taste good, right?
Yeah, for sure. You know what I mean? I don't have a problem with it doing it now. You know what I mean? But in the beginning, I was like, this pussy got a lot coming out of it. It's a lot to deal with. You know what I mean? But
damn, not knowing that somebody like wishing they had that.
Yeah.
They like.
Yeah, but me, I was
they love the shower.
I remember I was like, yeah, I need a washcloth for 69. You know what I mean? Because I'm, I gotta.
Wow, you must have been doing a good job.
I gotta clean the nostrils.
Some bitches ain't dripping at all with these niggas.
Yeah, nah.
You must have been doing a good job, and you ain't know. You was like, what is all this? You go up here killing me. You ain't know.
Listen, I've always had a talent.
Murdering it. I know that's right.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so some of the last, because time is murdering me right now. So, all right. So, what do you want in a man? I had asked you one point. Give me 4 or 5 things that you want in a man, qualities you want in a man.
Honesty, number 1. I just want you to keep it real with me. You know, a lot of niggas be lying. Be different. Be honest, nigga. I want you to be stable. I want you to be on your own feet. I want you to be able to take care of yourself, work, hustle, go crazy, bank account stupid. I want you to be good, do good for yourself. Also, I want you to be thoughtful and caring. You know, be thoughtful, be caring, you know, be sweet. I want you to do things that I didn't think you would do. Do things I didn't think you would do. Things that I didn't think that you thought of to do. Like, I need you to be thoughtful. I need you to be clean. I need you to, your hygiene, I need you to be clean. I need you to wash them balls really good. Mm-hmm. You know, you want me to lick out the gooch? The balls need to be clean. I need your fingernails clean. I need your body clean. I need you to shower long and hot. I need you to smell good. Mm-hmm. I need you to be smelling fresh. You don't got to smell like cologne. Smell fresh. Just be fresh. Just be clean. Mm-hmm. And also, I need you to, what's the last one? Because I got a few in my mind, but what will a 5th one would I, because we said 5, right? Mm-hmm. I want to limit it. I got to be careful with this one. I need you to be loyal. I need you to be loyal. Don't go to your boys talking about how you playing this bitch or how you got this bitch and that bitch. I need you to be around your boys telling them how much you love me, how much I am to you, how much you love me. Fuck y'all, I'm about to go to my girl. when your boy's saying where the hoes at, I need you to be like, okay, you might could be around the hoes, but I need you to be like, well, I'm about to go home with my girl, or I'm about to, I want to be with my woman. I want loyalty, you know. And looks come with all of those things. You look fine as hell to me when you do all of those things I just said. So I ain't gonna say attractive because you gonna be fine as hell after you get done doing everything I just said. I'm gonna be like, yes, you fine as hell to me after all of those things. You don't lie, you loyal, you know, you're healthy and clean, and you stable. These type of things is gonna make me think you look like everything.
I want to believe you so bad.
What do you think I want?
I tell you one thing I've heard. Like they say, if you want to learn how to catch fish, ask the fisherman, not the fish.
Okay. What do you think I want, though? What didn't I name that you think I want?
One thing that I've heard guys say is that what girls say they want versus what they respond to are two different things.
Okay. Go ahead. Give it to me. Come on. Bring it in. Let's unpack it. What?
Like, I don't know. All I'm saying is that like a lot of those qualities are easy to find in good guys. You know what I mean? But you want that those qualities those fall in the 80%. There's the 20% that you like me as a
the 20% is you fuck really good. That's what I didn't say. That I really want.
You see now you fuck good or you care about making your woman come. Because fucking good, you could just have a big dick. Caring about a woman coming, you have to care about your woman coming.
That's what I'm saying. But I didn't involve those things because I realized those things ain't gonna get nothing done.
Sustain you. They might get it done for a while.
I mean, true enough, I ain't gonna lie. With all those things, I'm not gonna want you if you can't fuck me good. I'm not gonna want you if you're honest and you're stable. I'm gonna want to leave you because you don't care about my body. But I already said thoughtfulness, and with the thoughtfulness that comes with thinking about my body.
Yeah, her pleasure.
That comes with that. You know, you gotta think into the inside of the words.
To me, I could never commit to a woman that I can't make orgasm. I could never. If I ain't had never,
I've been in that before. I liked the guy a lot, and he was like, he looked at me and he's like, oh God, because he couldn't make me come, and I
never felt your leg shaking. I never felt your leg shaking.
But he didn't give it. Sometimes you gotta figure people. You know, Rihanna said it best in the song. It's called "What's My Name." She said in one of the verses, she said, "You took the time to figure me out." I'm gonna just leave it at that, and I knew what she meant. Because it takes time.
It does take time.
A real bitch ain't just going to come easy for you.
Yeah.
A real bitch, a hustler, someone who take care of herself, who look good. You know she put herself together. You know she take care of herself. It's not going to be easy. She's not going to be easily impressed. You can't just lick her clit and think she's going to come from that. It's a mental thing. You got to find the left side of that clit. Sometimes it be the left side of her shit. Sometimes it be the right side of somebody's shit. Sometimes you got to hit the right, then the left, then the center. You got to figure it out. And a lot of men ain't willing to do that.
You got to try different
Figure
things.
it out.
I'll tell you one thing I learned from listening to a tip once, what I'll give the guys. Somebody said it in one of the podcasts, but like, yeah, I listened to a podcast once, and it was a lesbian. She was giving tips on eating pussy. And she said that you should try eating pussy, like most guys, the lips is like this, and you eating pussy like this. She said you should try one time putting your head.
Definitely got to tilt your head
putting
sometime.
your head like this and eating pussy like this. And I was trying to think, why the fuck would she want to do that? And the thing, what I discovered was like your tongue naturally flicks up and down really faster. You can flick your tongue up and down.
But you naturally can move your tongue around in circles. If
you can move it in circles. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying you flick your tongue up and down faster than you can flick it side to side.
That's not true.
You know what I mean? At least for me.
I mean, it's about what you practice doing.
True. That's true too. You know what I'm saying? But I noticed that if I go sideways, I could manipulate the clit in 360 all the ways.
Yeah, because if you do this, that's a different thing than this.
Up and down. Yeah, up and
but
down.
But if you do both, though,
this
microphone has been kissed so many times.
It's all right. Normally after pods, I got
She's been so kissed.
I
know. I saw
the
it
hand
was clean.
sanitizer.
I seen it was clean because microphones be so dirty.
Yeah. No, I normally take the hand because I've had one time I had the transsexual lady on. She had a lot of makeup on. You know what I mean? And she had when I look at the headphones, there was makeup all on the headphones. There was stuff all on here. You know what I mean? So I wiped down everything.
Yeah, see, but I'm a anal individual, so I'm always paying attention to everything.
I appreciate that. The
first time I got lipstick on here, I was like mad. And it's still gonna be here a little bit, but I don't think you're gonna be mad about it.
Nah, it's gonna be all right. And like I said, with the alcohol and the other stuff, you know. Now, I'll just use that as my microphone.
Right.
But yeah. Anyway, the last question I'll have here before the last two, and I'll get out of here. Is hood niggas versus good niggas? You know what I'm saying?
I love a hood nigga.
The street niggas versus the sheet niggas.
I love a hood nigga.
That's it. You know what I mean?
love a hood nigga, man.
I know you do.
Cause they wish a motherfucker.
They're not gonna ask you to kiss you.
They wish a mother. They gonna do what?
They're not gonna ask to kiss you.
Oh, that's why I love hood niggas. Cause I make hood niggas get so soft. I make a hood nigga get soft. Ask my baby daddy. My son's father. He wouldn't even be mad about this. He know. He is a hard motherfucker, but he know. Baby. Oh, he didn't ask me for a kiss too many times. He loved me. Like, he is soft with me. But he hard with me too. But he's soft with me. Like, he different. You know, he one of them niggas that his family called to beat nigga ass. Oh, he did this. Call Mikey. His name Mikey. Call him. And then they'll call him. Come over here. He did this to me. Blah, blah, blah. He'll come and he'll handle stuff. Mm-hmm. But with me, he will let me do any. Like, we've argued. I've disrespected him. He never called me out my name. And when I tell you he that type, he's never called me out my name. He never put his hands on me. He might have, had to check me a couple times. 'Cause I was tripping type shit. I ain't mad because I might have been doing too much. And he didn't check me, but it never was nothing that left, he never did nothing to hurt me.
I put a girl in the headlock one time after she threw 15 punches.
Yeah, he had to check me one time, I remember. But he never called me a bitch.
Yeah.
He never called me. And when I tell you he ain't that type, when I tell you he's nuts, like I told you, his family called him. And then he just loyal too. I went through his phone before and I seen he the only man I ever known that I went in his phone and caught him telling a bitch, "Have you seen my girl? Are you dumb?" Like, I saw that with my own eyes before. Him telling an ex. Because she's like, "Oh, I miss you." And he's like, "Bitch, you're yesterday's paper. Have you seen my girl?" Like, he went in on her about me. A couple people, though. But this particular time, I was like, oh, my God. This guy is not like everybody else. And while we ain't together, another day for that.
Yeah.
But
for real.
Another day. But very loyal. This nigga went in on bitches for me. A bitch, I done been in a place where I remember one time he didn't even know I was coming. I was with someone else. And it was a bitch down there. And she was like, "Michael," she was calling his name or whatever. And he didn't see me. He was looking, he said, he couldn't see. He went back the other way. I get out the car, she's still calling him. And she's walking that way. And literally, he said, "I don't fucking know who you are. And right now, my girl right here, I don't even," like, he did it before I got out. He didn't even know I was there. I was in somebody's car. I was in my girl car. He had never seen her car. He didn't know I was paying attention. I was trying to see, like, who the fuck is this bitch? Hold her right in front of me. I couldn't believe it. He squinted. He couldn't see because he can't see. He was like, but he ain't thirsty. That's what I'm talking about. It was a bitch, though. You could have went. The bitch calling you. You could have went and seen what she talking about. Like, hey, he didn't care. He was like, "I don't know you. I can't see." And he didn't care. He was like, "No, I can't see. I heard him. He was loud. He's with his boy. I was right there. We was like pulling up. It It was some old timing type shit.
Let me tell you, I gotta get out of here.
I know.
I just wanted to say that, like,
the way you just blinked, I was like, what?
I love him for doing that. You know what I mean? Because it's like, as much as I love women, I do love women, and I do.
Women are
I love pleasing them. Women are beautiful women.
I love
you know what I mean?
pleasing them.
Yes, I love making a woman come. I love pleasing a woman. I love worshiping a woman. I enjoy it. You know, there's women that like
as your mate should.
Yeah.
If your mate don't enjoy making you come, sis, dump him.
Nah, but there's women that like for example, I ain't fully finished, but the plant hoe, the girl that was a plant, right? I know she's a hoe. I know a good 5 niggas that she's fucked with.
At the plant?
At the plant.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And new niggas
okay,
coming in here. New niggas coming in.
Talk about it after the show.
Yeah, right. I know niggas that she's fucked with, right? She's attractive, but she's not that pretty. But she's attractive. But in a plant, the problem is just 90.
So you think I'm that pretty?
There's 95%. You're very pretty. Very.
Thank you.
My point is this. Like,
I just want to know because you said she's pretty, but she ain't that pretty. So I'm like, wait.
Yeah, you're definitely prettier.
But
sure.
don't lie to me.
But all I'm saying is this: like, even though I could never take it seriously as a relationship, you know what I mean? And anyhow I was dealing with her, all I could see is the faces of the guys that I known have already hit. You know what I mean? So I could never.
Well,
I can't unsee those faces. But at the same time,
did you find out after or before?
I know that. I never messed with. Yeah, but at the same time,
did they tell you before?
Who?
Did you know she fucked those guys before or after?
Before I knew, but I never dealt with her like that. I never dealt with her like in that look, even though.
Well, that's real though.
I never dealt with her, but at the same time, all that's being said.
That's a woman at the plant. Okay.
Yeah. All that being said, I want to know what it smelled like.
And was it good?
Nah. I ain't messing with it yet, but when I'm ready to quit on my way out, I'm gonna apply a lot of pressure. Let me tell you.
So you got 2 jobs.
I got 2 jobs.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just a girl in my day job. You know what I mean? Because the plan is different. So at my day, when I'm ready to quit that motherfucker, I'm gonna apply a lot of pressure on my way out. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Okay.
Because we really had some talks. I'm just banking on her not watching this podcast but she did say she also wanted to be on a pod, which has also bugged me out. You know, I didn't expect that. You know, I didn't expect that.
I got the cups. Bring her in.
Right, but yeah, much as I know she a hoe, I still kind of want to know.
She pretty.
She's pretty. She's pretty hoe. Yeah, she's a pretty hoe. You know what I mean? But it's still, she's not. But at the same time, all I'm saying, I just say this, like.
Once somebody told me, or told someone else, they were like, Tianna ain't shit but a pretty rat. And I said, okay.
That's crazy.
I guess so. That's what somebody said back in 2000 and something. It was. I got the hiccups. It was the early 2000s, but I heard her say that. I was like, I didn't hear her say that, but I heard that she said that. Yeah. I was like, love it.
Yeah, the one thing I have to say about...
Bitch, what kind of rat are you?
The only thing I have to say about Nicki Minaj, the biggest bad thing I have to say about her...
How did that come back up?
Yeah, because you was talking about guys judging shorties to a degree. And sometimes, I've had this happen 2 times. One with another girl that was at the plant, and she was not known in my mind as a plant hoe. She was light-skinned. She was definitely one of the prettiest girls in the plant, probably the prettiest. Bad, really a little baddie, right? Her nigga that she was fucking with at one time came to work at the plant. This nigga was a hood nigga, straight hood nigga, been in jail like a good 10, 15 nigga from Chicago. You know this nigga got bodies. You know this nigga's slightly unhinged. You know that, but the other thing about this nigga, he's a bit dumb. He could not figure shit out. He kept fucking himself. He ended up getting fired, right? He did not perform well. He was not a competent man, even though in his street life maybe he might have been. But as far as being able to handle this factory shit, being able to handle measure, he was not a competent man like that. So in my mind, with me and the guys I talked to, a lot of other men in the plant, before we saw this man that she was attached to, we had her on a certain pedestal. But once we saw that she brought in this man that she was dealing with and this nigga who couldn't figure out shit, who kept hurting himself, this nigga who couldn't perform at the level of all the other guys, we was like, but this is who you chose? Mad guys was like, taking her down. Was like, nah, I'm not even. She was that, but this guy, this nigga, it was like, damn, dog. And at the same time, no one wanted to, like, niggas was afraid of homie. Don't get it twisted. Nigga was a hood nigga. No one, he came in that job, my nigga, and was doing no work, would barely ever do shit on the line, and the supervisor was afraid to check him. They had to do a bunch of weird shit to get him fired. Like
they were afraid to check.
Yeah, they were afraid to supervise for real because they knew his. At the time. They knew his. You know, his. So he was afraid. But at the same time, it's like none of the men respected him. None of the men they respected his.
They were like, "You're a loser."
Yeah, you might be tough, you might be violent, you might be, but as far as being able to perform or being consistent or being able to stand up amongst other men, so you not really about that. Like, so us being like, damn, this sushi. It made us not even want to compete, like to a degree. Like it made us like, if that's who we got to compete with, this guy, and we was like, fuck it. I've seen a lot of niggas that was like, because she was getting so much more attention.
That's crazy.
She was getting so much more attention before this guy, and he came and worked there, got fired.
Yeah, because you got him a job.
Yeah, and she was having to drive this nigga to work every day because he didn't have a car. She had got out of jail. So to me, once again, as a guy looking at Pookie and Ray Ray, I'm just like, it bugs my mind because I'm like, this girl is so pretty. This girl is so bad. Why? Why would she mess with this guy who she has to support and bring around versus a bunch of other guys here who are handling their own shit?
It's things that he does.
But it's that 20%. He got that 20% on lock. I bet whatever that extra, he got all that on lock. Because
people thought that about,
you know
people did that with me with my baby father I told you about, but they didn't know how loyal he was.
All the other things.
They didn't know the things that he does as a guy. Y'all looking at him like, oh, he been in jail, he been shot, he this, he that, he not getting money, like, whatever, but he rubbing my feet, he cooking me food, he's trying, he's getting out here looking for it to be what I want. Like at the time, he was just doing things that I wanted him to do. He was like looking to get a great job. He was out here getting jobs. He was working those jobs. He was, like I said, he was cooking me food. He was rubbing my feet. He was having my bath ready. He was bringing me food from his mama house. He was doing so many things that caused me to fall in love. You know what I mean? He was just caring about me. He was checking on me.
But I still take notes. Let me get wrong with my hood. I don't hate on none of y'all hood niggas. All I do is I take notes. And I try to figure out, because unfortunately I'm attracted to black women. And when you're attracted to black women, a lot of them born in the hood, that means you're competing with Pookie and Ray Ray for the black woman's attention. And Pookie and Ray Ray just do a good job of attracting.
You're competing with Pookie. My uncle, who our relationship is very stupid. His nickname is Pookie.
Like I said, you competing with Pookie and Ray Ray.
But nobody calls him Pookie. But the people that grew up with him when he was a Pookie.
Yeah, he's a Pookie, exactly. You a neighborhood knucklehead.
Shout out to Pookie. I still love you, but boy.
You got to compete with the
get on my nerves
with the Pookies and Ray
Love
Rays,
you, though.
dog, and it'd be like, man, these niggas ain't really about that life. I gotta compete with
Uncle
these
Pookie.
You know what I mean? But anyway, listen, man.
I'm gonna start calling him that because we ain't close. But when I get back in it, I'm gonna start calling him Uncle Pookie. I'm gonna say, Uncle
listen, there's mad questions that I have on here that I didn't get to ask.
Okay,
you. So
I'll come back anytime. I told you,
crazy.
I love the vibe.
It's crazy that it happened twice.
We can literally talk. I love it.
Yeah,
I love that.
It's really
I need
great.
it.
I need
yeah.
that. It's fantastic. So look, the last question I'll leave you with, well, last two is one. What advice would you give to your 20-year-old self?
Let it go. Let that shit go, girl. Let that shit go. Move on. You don't even know how many things are coming along that you're going to care so much more about. You got to have, at 20, you got to know, nigga, I'm literally about to meet so many people beyond you. Mm-hmm. Somebody play you or somebody got you feeling some type of way. Let that shit go and move on.
Yeah.
Stack your money. Work hard. Go crazy. Go the extra mile. When you 20, y'all don't like to clean up. You 20-year-olds don't like to clean up. At 20, clean up. Get that shit spick and span. Go crazy. Y'all 20-year-olds be lazy. I was lazy at 20 as well. That's what I'm telling you. And I love how I got older, and I'm just always the best. Everybody call me the best. Everybody call me the greatest everywhere I go because of how I am. At 20, I was the greatest with other, at work about other things. But I wasn't where I'm at now. Mm-hmm. At 20, I wish I was how I am now.
Yeah.
They want to cry when I want to leave because they know it's about to be dirty as hell. Shit about to get dirty as hell. I be telling these motherfuckers to clean up.
In my last relationship, I was a clean one. It pissed me off. And the funniest thing was that the dishes would be dirty for like a day or 2 days, right? And I'm like, all right, I ain't gonna say nothing. You know what I do? I get up and I wash the dishes. But all of a sudden, because I'm washing the dishes, now she's mad. Now she's like, well, I was going to wash them. Hold on. They was in the dishes for 2 days.
I was going to wash them. Wait, did you talk shit or did this person just randomly say that?
I didn't say nothing.
Because you know how people be talking shit. I was going to do it.
Yeah,
but
I just decided, you know what? The dishes need to be washed. I'm not going to get on you about washing them. I'm going to just wash them. And you seeing me wash them know subconsciously that cleaning the house to a degree is supposed to be your job. So you feel like I'm doing that, and that means that you're not doing your job right. So you feel mad about me washing the dishes. So now you're like, well, you don't wash them right. With this, hold on, they need to be washed. You would relax. They
wasn't washed right when they was sitting in the sink, bitch.
Exactly. So I was like, you was just watching TV. We was just watching TV. If I'd have sat here for another hour watching TV with you, there would be no argument. But because I said, instead of watching for another hour, I said, you know what, let me get up and wash dishes real quick. Now you can't focus on the TV. Now you're over, why are you washing dishes? Now you mad. Like, let me clean up the place. Can I want to clean up the place?
No,
you don't want to clean up the place, and you don't want me to clean up the place neither. What the fuck?
People be tripping.
What the fuck we gonna do? You know what I mean? So, but I respect that. Tell them to clean up, you know what I mean, and focus on the future.
Yes,
You know
at 20, I would tell myself, clean up more, work harder, and let shit go. Those 3 things.
I wish you a very, very long life. I hope you live to like 100, 120. 30,
I will.
You know what I mean, yeah, for sure.
I'm going to be a vampire and be like.
I'm about to say.
When it's time for me to die, I'm going to be like, finally.
I think she's going to age all her years in one day and then die. That's what
I can't see myself dying.
That's what I think. Like, I low key, I ain't going to lie. You know what I mean? I don't believe in witches and stuff, but if I had to.
I'm a witch.
Yeah.
I
ain't gonna lie.
I definitely am.
You aging too little for too. I can't. I
am a witch, and I am one of God's favorite people in the world. He loves me.
She made some sort of deal in some salt circle at some point.
I think so. I'm the best.
And it's been working out ever since. Anyway, I hope one day you 85 and you talking your shit to somebody. You're like, I was on a podcast in like 4K talking my business. Let me play this episode for you. You know what I mean? So if you do decide,
or I can be 85 and we can just do it again.
Exactly.
Wouldn't that be crazy?
100% possible, because this is something you can.
Oh my God! Imagine me at 85. I wonder how I'm gonna look.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
So what you call it? What is the message you want to have for your 80-year-old self? Looking back, watching this episode.
You that bitch, girl. You did that. You did everything you wanted to do. Your kids were raised to perfection. Your family is a great family with their flaws. Your family is a great family. You lived a good life, sis. Don't regret nothing. You the shit, girl. You did it.
I love that.
Lay yourself. Get some rest.
Get some rest.
You the shit.
You deserve it.
You the shit.
You live the hard life. Well, look. I appreciate you coming on. You know what I mean? Like I said, I appreciate
you having me on. And little do you know, this was what I need. I love it. It's very therapeutic. I love talking about everything, my childhood, everything that you talk about.
Yeah. Talk, be able to talk about yourself and really express yourself to yourself in the world and think about yourself introspectively. You know what I mean? I'm glad you enjoyed it. You know what I mean? What I always say to you guys is like, look, there's a lot of places your ears could be. I'm honored they chose to be with me. When in doubt, use calm honesty to express your vision. And most of all, thanks for listening.